I still think of you. I still think of you. Looking back, I see young, dumb, and naive. But those feels we had, they were ours, some didn't come free. I've been calling these scars a rock-shaped pattern. And when you look at the stars, do you ever say my name? I still think of you, stuck on me like an old tattoo. I still think of you, those days are gone. I wonder if you still think of me too. I still think of you. I still think of you. Roller coaster feeling, seasons change, let it go. I forget the reason, baby, did we ever know? I've been calling these scars a rock-shaped pattern. And when you look at the stars, do you ever say my name? I still think of you, stuck on me like an old tattoo. I still think of you, those days are gone. I wonder if you still think of me too. I still think of you. I still think of you. I still think of you, stuck on me like an old tattoo. I still think of you, those days are gone. I wonder if you still think of me too.
Punch me in the boob.
6 months.
Punch me in the boob.
I missed you all so much. Gerb love Hanks Jap Parasocial XOXO
You tell
Gerb
me
Slide
you
to
love
Jap
me, you
Gerb.
kiss and you hurt me, have some fun. I give you a smile, hang around for a while, getting it on. And I don't really show it, but you're the only one that breaks my walls. No, baby, you're not
Hi,
for
everyone.
me. And every time that I pick up the phone, I love it when you say my name. I love it when you say my name.
Chat, I forgot how to stream. I was just like clicking like buttons there. Oh my god, what is happening? I was clicking a bunch of buttons and I wasn't getting anything to work right because I haven't.
Enjoy the company of
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just wait here for a moment because oh my god, what is happening? This is so much sensory overload. What is going on? Oh my god, y'all are great. Thank you very much. But holy cow, I was gone a long time. Y'all are giving stuff to me. I could have come back a changed person. I could be like, hey, by the way, guys, been listening to a lot of Joe Rogan recently, and like, you don't know. I could have come back on a mic and been like, did you guys hear that horse tranquilizer is actually like a really good thing to put into your body? You know? Sorry for talking over it. No, you're fine. Hello, hi, welcome. I'm sorry. I was like pressing a bunch of buttons. I hope I turned on captions, right? I hope I did. I hope those are up there. I literally forgot how to stream. Like, I didn't know what buttons I hit in what order. How did we... Okay, hold up. Let me say some hellos. Hi. Jesus Christmas. All right, this was a great stream. But, yep, that's it.
I love you. Less than 3.
Oh, boy. All right, thank you, everybody. Let me say some thank yous. Let me say some hellos. Sad Scholar, how we doing? Ren, hello, hi. I really miss this community, by the way. It's really good to be back. I was bragging about y'all to so many different people. You have no idea. It is just one of those things where I was, like, talking to people about just... You know, not only for the fundraising side of St. Jude, but just like the community aspect of like the collective vibe. You know, it's just like something that like I've worked so hard to nurture over here and like get us all kind of on the same page for a lot of stuff. And y'all are here for it. And I really appreciate that. So it was an easy thing to like bring up and talk about throughout the week. Anyway, Ephraim, hello. Kim, welcome to the stream. Hello, Elijah. By the way, if I miss any of you in the chat, nothing personal, I'll get you the second go around. And if I say hi to you twice, it's just because I'm very tired from travel, but also you're just extra special. You know how it is. Xander, hello, hi. Didn't do our homework? Wait, what was the homework? Arahaku, hello. Chaos, Jacob, how we doing? Ren, hello, hi, welcome. I think I probably already said hi to you. I did, but you're extra special. Yo, what's up? Austin, welcome on in. Funky with a 30 stream streak. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you for being here. Nye, thank you so much for the 10 months with Prime. Big Prime in the chat there. Listen, I parasocially missed the chat too. You know how it is here. That's why we farm the parasocial points. It's obviously... You know, we don't talk about mental health or like healthy boundaries or anything here. It's not something we do. I was talking to a lot of people who have pivoted content into just like having real talks with everybody here, and it really means a lot. Thank you for those 10 months with Prime. I know you only get one of those a month. Thank you for using that here. Chrissy, same deal. Thank you for the 6 months. Congrats on that golden Eevee badge, by the way. Hello, everybody joining on in. Thank you so much. Fang for the Prime as well. 11 months, almost the big year mark. Banana Moon Puppy, how we doing? Funky with those 2 gifted. Thank you. If you're getting a gifted sub, make sure you're saying thank you to the people who are doing so. Ty, thank you for the 5. That's so unbelievably generous. Thank you, everybody, so very much. Oh, my gosh, that's so kind. Especially right after taxes and travel. My God, y'all are so great for that. Jess, hello. Merm, hello. Hi, welcome on in, everybody. I swear I'm promising I'm trying to catch up on chat here. I'm way behind. Brookie with the 66 freaking months. I appreciate you a ton. Thank you for everything that you do for me and the community. Allie Moose, hello. Welcome on in. Sad Scholar with the big 10 as well. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Sad Scholar, thank you for those 10. Also, God, it's been a bit. You know what's funny, chat? This song was stuck in my head. I'd just be walking around. Like, I was walking around. Like, when we'd be at, like, the hotel and stuff, that song would just be, like, playing in my head. Like, any moment of any time. It was just, like, so broken. My brain is so rotten by the internet at this point. Merm, thank you for the 15 stream streak. I appreciate that. Thank you. Brookie, hello, hi. If I didn't... Wait, I just said hi to you. Whatever. You're a mod. You're extra special, actually. The captions are working wonderful. I'm only 5 minutes behind on that one. Y'all, 10-minute believers win this, by the way. You just cleared, because I have so much to catch up on here. Chaotic, good to see you here. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for being here. Half a week changed. Yeah, listen, half a week did change me, okay? I'll tell you how in a moment here. Morgan with the 68 months. I love you. I appreciate you. It's so good to be home with you and the kitties and our nice, wonderful home and our great freaking comfortable bed. The hotel beds this year kind of were mid. Not that I'm complaining because I didn't have to pay for my room, so that was kind of cool. Chaotic with a 95 stream streak, by the way. I appreciate that. Pixelated, hello, hi, welcome on in. Welcome, everybody. Nice to have you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone showing up this late. I was going to start stream a lot earlier, but I was playing some games with friends, and they went on a little bit longer than I had hoped they would, but I had a good time, you know. Kays, welcome on in. Sky, welcome. Hello, hi. Also, CJ, thank you for the 360 bits. Oh my god, we're already at a level 6 hype train. We are. I don't know how that happened. We also are almost already at the daily sub goal. That is unreal. I appreciate it. Yeah, listen, I even said when I was coming back I was going to give 10-minute believers a little gift. I was going to, like, give you the win and be like, oh, no, I forgot to go on camera. So I followed through. My memory's a little bit better than it was last week or earlier this week or whatever. So that's kind of cool, right? Amy, hello, hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. How dare you have a life outside of streaming? Not allowed. You can only exist here and stream. Well, to be fair, the event I went to is because I stream, so that's why I was gone. But we'll talk about that here in a moment. I got a little dancing bear guy. What did y'all get? What's this dude? He's like a homeless bear? Pack it up? Oh, man. It's like, when I really freaking whiff, y'all can, like, hit me with that one, right? Like, pack it up, time to go. Bro is boomed. Auntie is struggling on too much. It's time to, like, quit. Call it quits, because I'm like freaking washed, you know? Jacob, 270 streams. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. John, hello, hi. Actually, you introduced yourself with that exact same message the first time you were in here, I believe, but it is nice to meet you again the same exact way. Hello, hi. I'm on screen now. Pack it up, put the fries in the bag. Yeah. If you want to hit me with, like, put the fries in the bag, you know? Always good to have a reminder of who people are, though, so thank you so much for rejoining our community. Hills, hello, hi, welcome on in. Thank you, everybody, for saying hello to me tonight. It was a long trip. It was a very good one, though. It was awesome. I left Tuesday. For those of you who don't know, I was gone. Memphis, Tennessee, where St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is. We have raised, as a community, over $100,000 for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital over the years. Saved so many kids' lives, legitimately have done so much good in the world by making sure that there is a cure consistently being worked on and care is being given to families who need it, whose children are dealing with childhood cancer. And it was so incredible to be able to represent the community. Look at this. Wait, actually, let me turn up the brightness on my phone. I always do this. Look at this. This is a picture of how much we raised. It's a little bit blurry on the screen, but it's $103,000. $103,851.91. I don't know what to say, except, like, that is an unbelievable amount of money for one community, grassroots, you know, completely built up organically. We don't get sponsors during these blocks. We don't work with big companies. We don't have a giant team that, like, you know, consistently sends raids through while we're doing this. This is all Late Night Gang. This is all you. $103,000, almost $104,000 raised to help these kids and these families. Right now, especially more than ever, with, like, government grants not being approved and funding being pulled from so many medical organizations, the donations that go through to St. Jude are independently sourced by people like you who donate money during our campaigns and allow them to use that money however they want at the hospital so they can continue to research a cure for cancer. So any of the government grants that you're seeing being pulled right now in the news, it sucks that's happening. It's terrible. It's definitely slowing down the process. But a lot of what we're doing is harm reduction by donating to an organization like this that can continue to treat patients, that can continue to work on a cure. It's really, really dope. So, Wheeler, welcome on in. Welcome, Spark, as well. So nice to have you here. Hello, Nettles. Rackalove, so great to see you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where's our check? I mean, woo. It's the $103,000 is for chat. Oh, my God. Chat, thank you so much again for being here tonight. I am very tired from travel, very tired from socializing. Like I said, the trip did change me, which
Let's
is
fix
wild.
that bar smile.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? I appreciate that. Hills, the $3.10 getting us up to $81 so that I can, I guess, take a day offline, which is really kind. Thank you very, very much. Thanks for the hype in chat as well. We've done such good work. I will say this. I'm already getting kind of sleepy tonight because they had us on a pretty brutal early schedule. You probably saw my message or my post up on Blue Sky where I was belly aching about how early things were. Where it's like, I don't think the human body's supposed to be up this early. Because we were on like a pretty tight schedule. They kept us like going very early in the morning. But to mitigate that, I started working out. I'd be like, I'm so sleepy, I better work out. I don't know why my brain went into the healthy pathway. Normally it goes the evil route. And I worked out like every day I was there, which was wild. I got some pretty decent sleep. And now my sleep schedule and workout schedules are fixed now. We'll see how long it lasts, hopefully for a while. Because I got stuff tomorrow at least. I have to go visit my family, so I can't be with you too long or too late tonight. But I have to go see my folks tomorrow to get a little bit of dinner and catch up with my sister. And they always like hearing about St. Jude, and especially this year, it was such an emotional trip with everything my sister's going through. So really excited to bring back some stories for them and some goodwill. But man, I'm like. My stuff is like, it's all fixed, you know? It's all fixed now. So I'm working out. I'm getting to sleep really early. Last night, I slept so early compared to what I normally do. I woke up so early today. I'm a changed person. I'm the worst version of me. I'm sorry. It's like, I'm pro-exercise. I'm pro-good sleep now. I'm so sorry. I failed you all. The degenerate community no longer has representation through me. So sorry. I hope you have a good time with fam. I hope I do too. I mean, I know I will. Well, I don't know I will, but I will do my best to, right? Thank you. Can you guys believe I've been waking up at 6:30 and I've consistently been the first person at work in my new office? I'm freaking proud of you. Look at you go. I'm glad that the weekend can work for you as well now that you're on like a more regular schedule though. So, yeah. Me and you got this sleep shit down? I hope so. There's gonna be some early night gang streams. Like, not even a joke. I wanted to go live this, like, late afternoon, early evening, because I was, like, awake and done with a lot of the stuff that I had to get done with for the day. And then my friends were like, you want to do this gaming session? And I was like, sure, as long as it doesn't go too late. And then it went till, like, 10:15, 10:30. Like, I was like, okay, whatever, dude. When I saw your 5 a.m. Elsa post, I took a double take. What can I say? I tried to fix my sleep schedule today, but I ended up taking a 7-hour nap in the middle of the day. Sometimes those naps really mess us up, but I hope that you're able to get back onto a better schedule for you. Jules, hello. Hi, Liz. So good to have you here. Welcome on in. Second day I came home and passed out at 8 p.m. It was so funny. We'd be like out hanging out with people, right, for this whole event. So let me break down the event for people who don't know like what goes on at one of these summits. Also, Rackalove, thank you for the 5-stream streak. I promise we'll get to, like, good news here in a moment and everything like that. We'll get back into, like, business as usual. Just really happy to be back at all. It's, like, super great to be hanging out here. Nap turned into full sleep. Oh, my God. It's brutal when that happens. It's like, you know your body probably needed it, but also it's like, damn it, I had plans. I was trying to, like, fix this shit, you know? But so the St. Jude Summit, right? Memphis, Tennessee, they book our flights for us. They book our hotel rooms for us. It's a gathering of St. Jude ambassadors. To become a St. Jude ambassador, all you have to do is raise money through some form of content, whether it's YouTube or Instagram or Twitch or whatever. Most people have been doing it through Twitch for years and years and years now, and you can be granted that St. Jude ambassador status, where they welcome you onto the St. Jude Play Live team. We pool our, collective sort of good energy together to try to get larger and larger totals for the St. Jude Play Live season that goes through like the middle of April to the end of May every year. I've been doing it since, like, I think 2017, 2016, something like that. And hey, what's up, Great Lady? Welcome on in. It's nice to have you here. It's such a cool event. This was like my 7th summit. So I'm an old head compared to most people there. A lot of people have been there, you know, like 2-3 years. They did a bunch of first years this year, like way more first years, and mixed in with sort of the older veterans, like myself. We were able to like hang out with all these like new people, and it was one of the things I like to do is like pick like newer people's brains, like, hey, how did you feel about the summit? How did it go? But anyway, so they fly us out to Memphis, Tennessee. They put us up in a hotel. We normally have like reception dinners when we get in from our flights. We get to like unpack in our rooms and like relax for a bit. And then the very next day, they wake us up bright and early, and they go get on a bus at like 8 a.m. and go to the hospital for like freaking 10 hours. And we sit through panels, and we meet members of the staff, and we get to hear about the program and how all the money that you kind people raise goes into building new buildings and funding the technology and researching a cure and helping families get through this very daunting medical process without them having to spend a single cent. Now, normally, you've been going to summits for as long as I've been in the community. Yeah, isn't that wild? I get to go back year after year. It's really great. Normally, after all the events for the day are done, it's sometime in the evening. They'll have like a little bit of a mixer where they provide some adult beverages and food, and everyone just gets to mingle and sort of talk to all the other creators there. This year, like, a ton of my friends were there, as usual. It was great to be able to catch up with them. I met a bunch of new people as well, a lot of smaller creators who are like, you know, a couple hundred followers on Twitch, and that's just kind of like a testament to the impact you can make regardless of how big your community is. Like, we're all there for the same reason. There's no ego. No one really gives a shit about follower count or anything like that. Kind of the only ego is from like the staff at St. Jude being like, we're gonna cure cancer, which is a good sort of arrogant confidence to have, because I think we can do it, and I think this organization is going to do it. But they put on these cool like presentations. There's like cool events, stuff like that. So cool to see. Yeah, Austin, you've experienced it before. You were definitely missed this year, man. I brought you up a couple times. But it's just like a really good program. It's a really cool thing. It's a great way to raise morale right before a bunch of us dive into fundraising, which will start in May. And we always knock it out of the park. Obviously we always do. It's $103,000 raised by this community, right? Jules with the 5-stream streak, I appreciate that, but you can probably tell I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm in like my jokey, fun, like recharged energy mood. I got good socialization in. I had to definitely take a couple steps away because a lot of people tend to like come up and be like, Brian, let's catch up, like all week long. And it's very nice to do that, but like, you know me, I have social anxiety. I had to kind of like vibe a little bit. But after the like mixers at nighttime, a lot of the times creators like go out to bars. And so I went out to a bar like the first couple nights, and I was like super tired. Just so burnt out from travel, so burnt out from all the socializing. And it would be like 11 p.m. Central Time, which would be like midnight here. I'd like, high five everyone. I'd be like, yo, dude, great hanging out with you. I'm going to go to bed. So I'm like old now. I'm like officially old now. So I was like wrapping up my bedtime around like midnight. And then like I'd fall asleep a couple hours later. I'd watch like a little bit of anime on my phone, brush my teeth, just vibe in my hotel room by myself. Normally FaceTime with Morgan for like half an hour or whatever. Which was really nice. She would always be like, babe, you're falling asleep on the phone. You gotta hang up and go to bed. And it was very cute. It was very fun to like see my kitties over FaceTime. Also, CJ, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 3 subs. Gifted subs for the boys. Thank you so much, CJ. If you were just gifted a sub, make sure you're saying thanks to CJ right there in the chat. Thank you very, very much for those 3 gifted. That's so kind of you. Everybody's really, really kind. I appreciate that because on my way back home in the Memphis airport, I was waiting for my flight and I was really hungry. And a bunch of creators, we all decided to go to the Chili's in Memphis, Tennessee's airport. And I ordered Southwest egg rolls, which I like from Chili's. They're pretty good. It was $20, dude. Airport food is not real, man. It was unreal. I spent $20 on that meal. So thank you for helping me recoup the cost of that. Falling asleep in a call is a pure type of love. It really, I mean, that's how her and I met. You know, like when we first started talking on the phone, we'd fall asleep on the phone with each other all the time. Yeah, hi, welcome to Chili's. But at gunpoint, robbing me of my money. It's so funny because when we play Repo, we usually end around midnight because that's when Tori goes to bed. And instead of staying up playing solo games, I've also been going to bed. Yeah, fix your schedule. Get some good sleep. Liz, enjoy your bathroom break, by the way. It's so expensive, but I love that Chili. I know, and it's an organization that directly donates like money and everything like that to St. Jude. Like, if you guys didn't know.
Bread makes you fat?
Oh my gosh, by the way, thank you so much to Anonymous for gifting a sub to Ren. That's so kind. Thank you very, very much. That's so cool of you. Thank you for, oh my god, we hit the freaking sub goal tonight already. What the heck? We don't do that often around here, so whenever it happens, please know I am so freaking grateful for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, whoever just did that. I just want to say, I wouldn't have these privileges or opportunities, though, without this awesome community, so I'm really looking forward to raising money together. I'm really looking forward to hanging out more between now and when we start the Play Live season. I'm very excited to jump back into games and vibes and good community building energy because it's been such an important part of my life, and I would not have made it through this past year especially without all the energy from this community and the belief that you have in me, whether it's for my content or my voice acting or whatever. And speaking of content, I did something I haven't done in a really long-ass time on the YouTube channel or even at a St. Jude Summit. I haven't done this at a St. Jude Summit in forever. I took a shit ton of footage. I filmed a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be making a vlog to explain the St. Jude Summit to people who are maybe newer to the community or want just like a quick video to send to someone so that they can get like a feeling of what like Play Live event is and what it is that we do and what St. Jude does for their mission. So it's going to be kind of cool. Also, I interrupted myself. If you didn't know, Chili's is a direct partner with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Domino's is as well. So a lot of the times when you check out, you'll see them say, do you want to round up for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital? That rounding up does actually go directly to supporting the hospital. So if you're someone who's wanted to help out and you're like, I'm also getting myself a little treat, both of those organizations do support this great cause, which is really cool. Mins, hello! The mobile typing interface wishes me harm, but welcome back. I hope you all are having a wonderful night. It's so good to have you here. Welcome, Mins. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I believe in Girbeagly in general. Well, I appreciate that, Saw. Thank you. But anyway, very, very, very flattered to have been invited back as an ambassador yet again. Awesome cause. Got to see a bunch of my friends get these really cool things as far as like benefits for being ambassadors as well in this program with me, which I will not spoil. Some of you know what I'm talking about from watching the Twitch live stream on the main Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Twitch. Last year, I was one of the featured people on that show. And this year, they had a special guest in Dan John Twitch, CEO of Twitch, Clancy. Dan Clancy himself, the CEO of Twitch, was there this year. So for the first time, I got a chance to like sit down and like actually talk to him, which was kind of wild, and pick his brain a little bit and just actually have a conversation with the guy who runs this streaming platform that I stream on pretty much every day. But he was there for the Twitch main panel, so that was kind of cool, and it was a really cool thing that they did this year, so I won't spoil it yet. I'll share that in the video. Hopefully I can get that edited and up very quickly. Also, yeah, Brookie's using the Fever Fighter emote. If you don't know what Fever Fighter is a little mascot that Twitch has started to use for their Play Live program. It is a picture of a superhero that a patient 13 years ago, I believe, at St. Jude drew. The patient's name was Ethan. and he is now an adult, and he apparently does not remember even drawing the Fever Fighter, but it became like this rallying, uplifting superhero for the student, or for the patients at St. Jude, because one of the side effects of chemo is that chemo gives you like major temperature fluctuations. So fevers are something that are very common when you're going through cancer and chemo, and the Fever Fighter is supposed to fight off those fevers so that kids feel better. So that became like a really, really important thing at the hospital and to the kids there, to the point that they created like action figures of the Fever Fighter now, and then the Fever Fighter global emote is right there now. They have a Twitch global emote that anyone can use at any time. It's really cool. So I love that. You and Jordan got done dirty in the Twitch panel clips. Oh, man. I cannot believe... If you missed that, by the way, holy shit. Brian, Twitch Ambassador Girbeagly incoming. I hope. Honestly, I think that, like, the forums are open again soon or something. I'm going to have to, like, DM some people. But I would love to be a Twitch Ambassador at some point and represent, like, you know, this awesome community for this platform. I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of things and input that I would like to... you know, be able to shoot up the ladder and allow people to, like, maybe make some good changes for the platform. But if you guys didn't watch the live stream, by the way, they played, oh my god, they played the fucking ableist gay clip. Twitch hand-selected those clips for that live stream, and they picked, for whatever reason, me being like, chat, what do you mean the pride flag is just the top colors of like the rainbow on MS Paint? Because I was doing MS Paint art, for those of you who weren't there. I was making the pride flag and pride bowling balls was one of the requests that I was doing. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? I was like, well, I wouldn't know that. I'm colorblind. Chat, you're being ableist gays. And that was the clip that they played. So awesome to be featured during that live stream. But also, what the hell? Uber, welcome on in. I saw a few of y'all in chat during the live stream. Yeah, it's always nice to go in and be like, hi. Ableist Game mentioned, yes. It was so funny. They knew that clip summarized this community the best. God, it was, like, I saw it. I had no idea, because they don't give you, yeah, there's the clip right there. You is what it's labeled. I think, you know, the funniest part is I'm pretty sure I was, like, talking to, like, Xander or someone. Someone here in chat currently, I was like yelling at you, whoever that was. But God, that was played to like 2,000 plus people on the twitch.tv/Twitch live stream. And I had no idea it was about to happen. So I was sitting there with a bunch of my friends in the crowd, and we were like, oh man, this is such a great montage that they put together. Man, because it wasn't just St. Jude clips. It was just like a bunch of goofy-ass clips of people's content. And I was like hanging out with like my friend Danica. I was hanging out with my friend Smashly. I was hanging out with a new friend that I made named, I think her name was Spooky Squirrel is her channel name or something like that. But we were all hanging out like in the crowd, and I was like, man, this is a great little compilation. This is like really cute. And then my clip came up, and they all just turned, like everyone around me like turned and stared at me as I was like, ableist gay on the screen. And I was just like, I literally curled up, like physically curled up in my chair. And I was like, oh, why did they pick this? Why did they pick this? Like, you could probably have heard me yelling in the crowd. Because I was literally like, why? This one. It wasn't me? Oh, Xander. Of course you would say that if it was, even though. Love MS Paint streams. Well, I hope that you're excited for next month. Not to spoil too much, but I love doing those MS Paint streams. And I used to do an incentive during the Play Live season when we were raising money for St. Jude, where people could donate X amount of money for me to do a little digital art piece and then send it their way. So I am going to probably bring that back for this year because I miss doing that. It was a very, very fun incentive. It's a very accessible one for a lot of people. I would say if it was, that's true, you would like the credit for that. I know you, yeah. Do we have the full clip of them showing it and calling you up? No, they didn't call me up on the stage. It was just part of a montage. And fortunately, it was before they had set up the crowd cam to zoom in on individual people. Because that's like my fear. Is like being like, oh, this thing that you weren't expected is now being broadcast. And then we're also seeing your live reaction with like the crowd cam. Fortunately, they just had the like, the clip is like the full screen. I got like a big featured like spot on it. So it was really funny though. Can I request Pride P-Bits? Probably not for a child's charity unless you want to end up on a list. I had to do an appointment, and when I came back, the stream was over. You can probably go back and watch the VOD. Otherwise, you know, it's just that clip. I mean, that's all that you really need to... That's all. I forgot. I mean, mainly when we do a charity in general, we try to stay away from a lot of that kind of material anyway, but especially anything dealing with literal children. Even if you take out, like, the them recovering from cancer part, anything dealing with kids that we're raising money for, maybe do a little bit of self-reflection if you're like, maybe sexual humor. They showed a montage of clips of, and I'll have reminders, don't worry, because I know how chaotic this community can get, and your passion is why we are at the total that we're at, but at the same time, like, there is going to be some stuff that I'm going to be like, not appropriate for this month. Let's not fucking do that. So I'll be sending out reminders to people, don't you worry, so that we can stay, you know, on task here, basically, and make sure that no one's doing anything too fucking weird. They showed a montage of clips of many of the creators at the beginning, and then they showed 5 top clips from 5 different creators to call them up on stage. Yeah, so again, I was like, I'm going to keep it secret what they did, but Brookie did summarize the event very well, and also it's not like it's a secret. They literally broadcast that stuff, but you'll get another summary during my vlog whenever I put that up on YouTube. So, I'm very excited, very, very excited to do this YouTube video. I haven't put together a vlog where I actually was, like, traveling in a very long time. So I think that this is going to be pretty hilarious and informative and hopefully entertaining. Because I got a bunch of, like, goofy-ass shots in there as well. Don't you worry. It's going to be a very goofy, fun time. But, yeah. No, you're all good, Brookie. You are all good. It is okay. Yeah, they didn't call me up with any clips last year. They just, like, grilled my ass. Like, I had, like, a whole ass interview last year. So, last year I was up on stage. For those of you who don't know, I was one of 3 people who got invited up onto stage to be interviewed by Mary Kish and Ray Apollo, who run the Twitch Public Access program on the main Twitch channel. And I had to just be interviewed live. And the thing that was the kicker last year that sucked was I didn't know that was going to happen. I showed up to Memphis, Tennessee. I was like, oh boy, time for another summit. I'm so excited. And I like showed up to the hotel, and the guy who runs the program, this guy named Jason, who is like, he's a great dude, but he's evil. But he's a great dude, but he's evil. He just was like, hey, Brian, I got to talk to you about something. And I was like, sure, man, what's up? And he's like, hey, so I like signed you up for a thing that's going to be like happening Thursday. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, okay, you'll see, but it deals with, like, the live stream that we do in, like, the main building. And I was like, you son of a bitch. So I had to be interviewed, and they talked about my voice acting and talked about my content and had me answer some questions about, like, why I fundraise and stuff, which was pretty dope. You know, it was, like, a really nice, like, beautiful energy in the crowd. But those of you who were here for that, and then Twitch Live while I was on stage gifted our campaign $5,000 that year, which I had only set a $10,000 goal last year, so we were already halfway there before the start of the month even happened, which was wild. So that was like a huge thing, huge way that Twitch gives back during these campaigns a lot. But for those of you who were there last year, I anxiety blacked out, and which is weird, right? I have years of experience being a host on stage, being interviewed, doing all sorts of things, you know, like being like a, like both on-camera host, on-stage host, you name it. And for whatever reason, this specific thing, I think it's just because St. Jude means so much to me, like made me like anxiety lock up, and I like anxiety blacked out the whole interview. And what ended up happening was I walked off stage, and it was like fucking Severance, where I walked off stage and I was like, where am I? What just happened? And then it wasn't until I got back home and I was streaming, and I was like, well, are you guys going to be like totally bored if I watch my interview from like the Twitch Public Access stream? And everyone was like, no. Yeah, you'll see is so mean. Oh my God, he's so mean to me. But I let him. We have like a really good rapport we built up over the years, and that's why. Again, this was like my 7th summit, so like there's a lot of history between me and Jason. We ended up watching it live on stream here, and it was the first time I knew what I said, because I called Morgan afterwards. I was like, "Hey babe, was I okay? Was I all right on stage?" And she was like, "Yeah, you were amazing. You did so great. I was so proud of you. I teared up and everything like that." That was how last year went, and I finally got to hear how I answered shit and how the interview went, and I did okay. I think I did all right. So I remember that. Yeah, watching you snap back into reality was wild. Yeah, because you were there in person, man, last year. So like you saw me basically just be like, "Oh, dude, I hope that went okay." My meme, yeah, what's up, Ephraim? Welcome. That is your meme of... You know, it's so funny. If you guys, again, don't follow me on social media, you miss this stuff. I did ping the Discord with it, but if you're not part of the Discord, you'll have missed it as well. But my kitties missed me a lot. They missed me so much, dude. Also, Anime Fangirl and Josie, welcome to the stream as well. Bryant, thank you for the 71 months. I appreciate that. Your Audi is kind, right? But yeah, it's one of those things where, like, even though I have so many years of doing this shit, I still get anxious. My philosophy for the past few years is do it scared. If you're going to be scared, if you're going to be nervous anyway, why would you, at the end of you being nervous, look back and go, wow, I didn't do anything? I mean, I know anxiety is not that simple, but, like, the way that I'm trying to break myself out of my anxiety with, like, positive, like, build up is being like, I'd rather, like, at the end of, like, me being anxious, like, look back and be like, oh shit, I did that, though. I was still brave enough to take that on. Those pictures of Sig and Elsa were too cute. Yeah, to get everyone caught up, by the way. Oh my god. Yeah, you saw the kitties on Blue Sky. Walked in the door. Morgan picked me up at the airport last night, and I walked in the door and put down my backpack, and Siggy in the kitchen. If that face doesn't tell you everything you need to know about how much this boy missed me, my goodness. Like, what a sweetie boy, right? He was so happy to see me, rubbing all over me, giving me lots of, like, nuzzles. And then Elsa was, like, kind of, like, indifferent, and I was like, she must not have it must not have meant much that I was gone. Like, it's probably like, you know, she's so new to her household. We haven't established, like, those years and years of, like, togetherness that, like, me and Sig have, right? Yeah, the open mouth face pet. Yeah, he does this thing where he gets so excited, he, like, opens his mouth, and you hear him go, because he's, like, so happy while he's, like, rubbing his face all over you. Oh, my God, he's such a cutie. Morgan said he was a depressed puddle the entire time that I was gone. Like, the moment he realized I wasn't coming back the first night, he just deflated on the bed and, like, would not move the whole week. So he's just, man, I love that cat. I don't care that you think it's a codependent relationship, because that's my best friend. That's my best friend in the world. One of my cats does that too. That's so cute. Mustachio does that. Oh, he's so cute. I love it. But I didn't think that Elsa missed me. So this morning, you know, before I got up, all of a sudden, I wake up to the feeling of paws walking up me. And I'm like, that's too light for Sig. That's not Sig. And I had a little snowball plop herself right onto me. There's a little snowball opening my eyes, seeing this. And she doesn't do that often with me. So I was like, oh my freaking God, dude. Little baby Elsa did miss me. So St. Jude just needs to let you bring Sig. Oh my God, Chaos. If I could be like, yeah, he's my emotional support baby. Yeah, and I'm his emotional support mother, right? You just can't leave him, I know. So it might be worse next year, because who knows? Morgan is considered fundraising a little bit for St. Jude. And if they, like, bring her, like, if I'm like, yo, Jason, it would be, like, sick if, like, you know, Morgan and you guys save money on, you know, a hotel room by letting 2 creators stay in the same hotel room. Morgan and I will just, like, obviously room together if you let her come as a St. Jude ambassador. It'd be sick, but also we'd miss her cat so bad, and it's like, then they'd miss us, right? My dogs and cats freak out when I come back inside from taking the trash out. Yeah, Sid gets worried anytime. If I'm on like a 15-minute grocery run, bro gets worried. You know, I love him. Love him so much. He's such a good boy. Maybe she felt a bit off at first because you didn't smell like you coming back. It could have been part of it because obviously airports, planes, my God, if I never have to fly through O'Hare again, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Both of my flights, O'Hare. One way O'Hare, the other way through O'Hare. Awful to get my connecting flights. I hate that airport. I've been in it, like, you guys have heard the rants. I'm not going to do it again. But, like, holy crap. I've been through O'Hare, like, 1,000 times. Like, no joke. It's awful every time. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Also, another good thing, very validating. This is kind of like Cool with Pride Month kind of coming up here on the horizon, right? Yeah, it made me want to rip my hair out. Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing. Some of you know I've been getting a little bit more open about this thing. Not this thing, but like this whole, you know, gender thing. Gender fluidity, femme presentation that's going on here in my life. I have so many friends who kind of like stealth keep up with me. They don't like interact with me that much on social media, but clearly keep up with who I am and what I stand for and who I want to be. And so many of them. My God, I got to be accepted by the girlies the whole week. Like, the whole week, I was just one of the girlies hanging out with my girlfriends. Like, it was so good. And I had a bunch of my other friends be like, dude, next year, I want to see you get all dolled up. Like, dude, you got to do it. And it was great because, like, I boy moded the whole time. And yet everyone was, like, very encouraging, very supportive of, like, me and my expression of who I am and how I feel. And that was just, like, a really cool thing. Like, obviously, people who are raising for this cause tend to be a little bit more on the altruistic and kind side, but you can't guarantee that across the board. So to have so many of these people that I've known for years just be like, oh, shit, yeah, I've been seeing you, like, open up on social media a bit more and in your streams and stuff about, like, who you want to be and, like, that, you know, whatever, like gender presentation, you know, playing around with that. And I'd love to see it. And that was like a cool thing to hear. It was such a cool thing to hear that level of support. You and Smashy gym picks next year. You know, it's really funny, Austin, is I promised Smash this year that I was going to learn to do my makeup. So by next year, her and I could just get like all femmed up together and either hit the gym or do like cosplay pictures together. So very, very excited for that if we make that happen. But Smash, my Stella, who you know, my friend Stella and me are going to try to do like some sort of group cosplay next year when we're there. If we get invited back, who knows, right? Next year you should rock a cute femme outfit. Yeah, that's part of it. I almost packed one this time, and I was like, I don't know how to do my makeup well enough, and I don't want to bother one of my friends to do it for me. And I don't know if I'm going to have the energy because going into this, I was burnt out. You guys saw it. I was like, even at the end of like last stream before I like left, I was just like, guys, I'm like really tired and I'm like just like kind of low energy and I can't like keep up with all the jokes and I'm not like feeling my best. And I was pretty open about that. Like I was just kind of like down. I was kind of like sad. I was kind of just hurting. And this was just such a reinvigorating trip. It was just such a beautiful energy to be around. The way that I always describe it to everyone when we're there is, cause you'll get everyone from every walk of life. You'll get people who have 200,000 followers on Twitch, and then you'll get someone who has 200 followers on Twitch, all in the same room together, hanging out, supporting this great cause. And you'll get a lot of people who are like, hey, I'm kind of like big shit walking around. And then who are like newer to this specific event. And then you'll get some people who are smaller who get that imposter syndrome and they're like, I don't know if I belong here kind of thing. And it's one of those things where like St. Jude is the great equalizer. It is the great equalizer. It is like the thing where it's like, we are all here for the same reason, raising money for this awesome community, this awesome, awesome cause to save kids' lives. It does not matter if you raised fucking $100 last year or if you raised $100,000 last year. the total that you individually raised kind of doesn't matter because it all goes to the same place towards that same like $2.5 million that we raised last year. That wasn't like individual ego and hubris. That is you being someone who's pragmatic about like how you spend your time and support a cause because you just want to. And that is like the big thing that makes us all the same when we go to the summit as ambassadors, which I love because I talked to a million new people. I had no idea who the fuck they were. They could have been the biggest dude in the room for all I knew, or the smallest guy there. I didn't really care. I don't give a shit about numbers, especially there. So it was really cool to have that energy where a lot of people were on the same page and just like supporting this wonderful thing together. So, by the way, did you get to see Dizzy? Yeah, I always see Dizzy. You can't miss him. You can hear him from across a fucking crowded room of 200 people easily. So, but yeah, I got to see him a bunch. We caught up a ton. We always do. He was telling me that it might be like his last time visiting this particular event, but he's been getting involved with like a number of different charities, so he's still going to be using his influence for some real good. But yeah, it was great. They fed us well. They, the hotel rooms were swanky. The beds were not as comfy. It's weird. Ever since Morgan and I got our new bed, I'm like, when I used to go to this thing, every single other previous year that I've been to the St. Jude Summit, I'm like, damn, hotel beds are so nice. Like every time I travel, right? Hotel beds are so nice. And then Morgan bought us our new bed. And I was like, I went into the hotel and I was like, holy shit, this bed is kind of mid. Like, not that I'm going to complain too much, because again, I didn't have to pay for the room. But man, hotel beds, not as good as our bed. Our bed is awesome. It was great to be back in it. Simple mascara and some lip gloss is a good place to start for makeup on your own. I know how to do the lip gloss. Morgan makes fun of me because I'm such a lip gloss girly. Mascara is not really my big thing, but I do have like a billion falsies. Like, I love false eyelashes. Love that so much. Yeah, no, incredible event. Everyone is on the same page for the most part. In the 7 years I've gone, I can probably count on one hand how often someone has been like egregiously nasty enough that we've had to like kick them out of the event. It has not been that many times. So it's a really good feeling when you're together with a bunch of people who just want to help kids and their families. Like, that is why this cause is so important to me. It's like, why wouldn't you, knowing there are sick children out there, not want to give them, and then being told this is what you have to do to make sure that they have a good shot at, getting more time with their families. Why wouldn't I want to give them more time with their families, kind of thing, right? It was the easiest sell of all time when I had friends back in the day being like, dude, I think you would be great with all the fundraising you do working with St. Jude and the mission that they have. So it's such an easy choice for me. It's become such a natural thing to raise money for this cause. And we're going to do it until we find a cure. And then beyond. Because St. Jude isn't going to stop at just curing cancer. They're working on curing so many different illnesses and disorders and diseases and things. And it's so great. Eye makeup is hard. It is hard. It really is. So, very, very happy to, again, have represented this community. I mean, if you didn't see the post that, I showed you that picture of me standing in front of the cool digital display that showed, the amount of money that we raised. A lot of people were like, I had a bunch of friends being like, dude, you rock. And I was like, it's not just me. This is my community did this together with me. Like, they listened, they trusted me enough to be like, this is a good cause. This is reputable. This is worth supporting. And that I've seen that good in real time. So, like, awesome fucking trip. So good. But yeah, I was in nursing school doing an internship with St. Jude. It was so cool, but I cannot keep up with any med school work, so I'll donate money. That's fair. Hey, it's all worth the effort, right? Whether you're someone who's directly helping hands-on as like a researcher at a lab there, or you're someone who serves food to the patients and their families, or you're someone who once a year donates some money towards them, all of it seriously saves kids' lives. I've gotten to meet some of the kids directly whose lives have been saved by this program, and the tears in the eyes of their parents while they're simultaneously smiling ear to ear because they get, another 4 years with their kid or another full adulthood with their kids. It's you can't take that back. You can't once you see that, once you've experienced that and had like a mom shake your hand and be like, thank you for saving my kid's life, and me being like, it was not just me. There are thousands of people involved with my community who all pitched in because they want your kid to live. That just it doesn't go away. You never stop feeling that. So yeah. Can I just say that you don't need makeup even though I support glamming it up too, but I see your beauty naturally. What the hell? Thank you. I appreciate that, Hills. That's really nice of you. Never understood how to do makeup. It's so difficult. I've always just been an eyeliner and mascara girly. Hey, however you want to do it, you know? That's the thing, is like, you make it your own. Beauty is something that's such a subjective thing that, like, what feels good to you is all that really matters at the end of the day. So, yeah. St. Jude is an incomparable nonprofit. Even the CEO salary is, like, amazing. They're not scalping like so many others. Yep. They work so hard and do so much, and the intelligence and diligence and dedication of all involved is making me emotional. Oh, don't you worry. So one of the best things that I get to bring back from this cause is this is the cruelest thing they do. This is like psychological warfare, and I say this every single time that we go. But what happens is, the first night, they line us all up. Not line us all up. God, that sounds horrible. They put us all in this one room. We all take seats at, like, different tables. You know, they serve us breakfast. We all get to, like, mingle for a little bit. And then while we're sitting there, all of a sudden, on these giant projector screens all around, all these digital screens all around the room, they start playing these videos. And these videos, dude, fuck these videos. Like, fuck these videos, man. It is like, they make these amazing videos, normally telling the story of a St. Jude patient, whether it's a young kid or if it's a kid who's lived to adulthood because of St. Jude. They interview the parents. Oh my God, it's just fucking crazy, dude. And the nice thing is every year I get to bring those videos to you. So I know what I'm in for. I'm going to cry again anyway, because I always fucking do. But I'm going to be able to play those for you in May. And I promise you, if you're like, oh my God, I'm crying on the other side of the keyboard, I'm embarrassed. You don't have to be. Everyone fucking cries. Every year. It's part of my mission. You guys will hear this from me a lot. Yo, what's up, Cerulli? How we doing? Good to see you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here's the thing. You're going to get absolutely ambushed by uncharacteristic behavior from me. You're not going to be ready for what happens. You don't ever hear me advocate for myself very often. You know, we got the big goals up here. This is the most that you'll be able to bully me, is putting sub and tip goals up for myself. Because at the end of the day, I'm always going to try to be doing more for other people who are more vulnerable than me. So really, it was great hanging out with you this year, man. It was always wonderful to see you. It's one of those things. I partially dissociated through those so I wouldn't cry. That is so fair. But I am going to wage emotional warfare on you. The only time I will get any level of, I don't want to call it like guilt trippy, but the only time that I ever want to, like, emotionally potentially add some pressure to you to do something for a good cause is this month of May. I will play those videos regularly. I will list off facts and stories and anecdotes that I've been told by St. Jude's staff for you to hear and hopefully emotionally react to go, hey, I don't need to buy frickin' Dunkin' Donuts coffee tomorrow. I got $3. I'll throw $3 at St. Jude if that's going to help the way that Brian says it's going to help. It's the only time I will ever emotionally pressure you to do anything, and it's because, and you know this, because this is a cause that means that much to me, that I believe in that much. That it is worthwhile for me to, like, get people involved on an emotional level with this awesome fucking movement, this awesome fucking just thing that they've been doing for years and years and years. Since the 60s, by the way. Here's a fun fact. When Danny Thomas, the founder of St. Jude, originally opened the doors of St. Jude, childhood leukemia was a 4% survival rate. It was something that basically was, your kid has leukemia, they're just going to die. And they'd put a kid in a hospice room, and parents oftentimes just never came back for their kid. Just left their kid there. Fucking horrendous. Horrible, horrible shit, right? That was just what was going on in like the 50s. That was what was going on in like the early 60s. Danny Thomas visited one of those wards, said this is purely unacceptable. Opened the doors of St. Jude. Fast forward to now, 94% of patients, or 84% of patients with childhood leukemia walk out of the hospital with their families. Like, unbelievable, like, gigantic glow up statistically, right? Huge survival rate. And then everyone at the hospital is like, it's not enough. Why isn't it 100 yet? We suck. We have to do more. That's the attitude they have. We haven't done enough. We haven't let every single kid go home. So, all right. Maybe you should have turned off alerts for this one. Good Lord.
High school
Maybe not that one when we're talking about children. But FBI agents watching the stream, if you put CJ on a list, that's your choice. Quite honestly. Thank you very much, though. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. Yeah, that fact was amazing. I've had 2 family members who have had cancer. It's a huge shock for sure, especially for a child. Absolutely. Because when you think about a kid, it's like, what? Kids have homework. They go to school. They play sports, maybe. They play, like, I don't know, with toys and action figures. They want to see what's on TV later in the day, right? It is one of those things where, like, why rob that from any child? You know, if there is a chance, we can give that back to them. If we can give them any shot at even, you know, a couple more years of normalcy. Like, one of the people who works at St. Jude who spoke while I was there is a dad of a former patient who she unfortunately passed. But he was like, I need to go work there now because this is an organization that still gave me a couple more years with my daughter. And that was so special when the original prognosis was she's going to be gone in a few months. And he got 4 more years? That is humongous, dude. That is unreal. So it is one of those things where it's like, this affects people even without the 100% success rate because the energy is just so prominent. It's so profound. There's no way to ignore it. It is a beautiful fucking thing. And I don't, you guys know me. I'm not like someone who gets this way about everything. I'm passionate about a lot of the things that I talk about, but that is something that, like, man, you feel it. There's electricity in the air when you go there, because everyone is just so aligned towards the same goal. They want the best thing for these kids. So very excited for that. You're crying already, Uber? Guess what? All I got to tell you is, there are so many stories that I have that I will tell someone knowing it's going to get an emotional reaction. Because the first time I heard it, I just had to stand there in a tour group in the middle of St. Jude campus, fucking bawling my eyes out. Like, my tour guide being like, oh yes, and this is where this happened. This is one of our favorite stories to tell. And me just sitting there being like, oh, it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon, standing in the middle of the St. Jude campus going, oh my God, what the fuck? So, like, get ready for that shit. I'm going to do it to you. I promise you. I'm passing on the savings to you. I can tell your passion for this, because this cause is so genuine. I wish I could read it. It is. It really is. Yeah, group crying tour. Nobody leaves the campus with a dry eye. It's just impossible to. 7 years of crying for the kid. Yeah, for real though. Like, truly, it's unreal. I'm going to double it and pass it to the next person. I mean, that's fair. But at some point, something else will catch up to you. I promise you. That's just the way that this cause works. It empowers me. It invigorates me. Being around other people who, like, believe in this shit as much as I do and are there for the right reasons and everything. Like, my God, like, I'm feeling so supercharged. I was texting with Ethan earlier today. I was like, dude, I know I say it all the time that I'm going to, like, try to get back into YouTube, but, like, holy fuck, the amount of energy I have right now, like, when I get back from my parents tomorrow, I'll probably be doing Selfish Sunday with y'all. I'll be hanging out with y'all, having a good time. But like Monday, before we like stream and everything, I'm probably going to be working on YouTube videos. I'm going to try to put together like the 2024 clip video, and I'm probably not going to call it that in the title. I'm just going to be calling it like the better late than never clip video or something like that. But it will go up, and you'll be able to see all the funny moments from last year. Also, real quick, speaking of tomorrow, it's the day that many of you celebrate. He is risen, but he is also, when you rise, you get high. You know, it's 420 tomorrow, and normally what I do is I normally do a 420 like Minesweeper stream or something like fucking goofy, right? Yeah, and it is Becca's birthday as well, right? So here's the thing. Morgan wants to stream as well, so there's a good chance that, like, if things with my parents go late, with my family goes late, I will just defer and give the night to her so that she can stream, because I really want her to be able to get stream time in as well. That said, if I move, like, if that ends up happening and we don't do a typical traditional 420 stream, if we move that idea, not of Minesweeper, but of just like the 420 vibe, to Monday, 421, I think it might fit for media review. I think you will find me laughing at more of the clips than normal if we do that. So that's the backup plan. That's our contingency plan if Sunday doesn't work out. So those of you who indulge, Monday might be the silly time. I'll let you know. I'll ping the Discord. I'll let everybody know, though. And those who partake tomorrow, please be safe. Please be good to yourselves and to others. But there is a backup plan. I promise it. Just so that you can laugh at me and laugh with me. But yeah, he's gonna get higher this year more than last. Yeah, each year he does rise on that third day, baby. Just like the smoke. Yeah, Jesus would absolutely partake. You know what's so funny, Mason? I actually genuinely think that. Like, I think he'd be like chill. He'd be like, what? It's an herb from the ground, and God gave us this herb. Why wouldn't we use it? I love the Christian stoners making 420 praise it stoner Jesus memes every. Oh God, it's so great, right? It's so funny. But yeah. You're gonna ping the Discord. Just say you need parasocial attention. Merm, this joke only works if you've been in a Discord that pings their community 18 times while they're live, though. Is 420 when the ableist gay clip was made? Was it? Was I doing MS Paint during the ableist gay clip? Because that's so funny if that's actually the cause. Or the actual origin story of that. That's so... Like, if the cause of me, like, yelling at chat and being, like, completely unhinged during that was because I was actually just high on stream, that's so funny. Yo, what's up, Grooch? Oh, shit, talk about the one most high... Exactly. Love it. No, Nettles, yeah, don't worry. Jordan was name drop. Just go over to the Discord, and then you'll see all of that. I do, too, so many things about his ways where it's like, yeah, that man would be pro-weed and would be high while teaching. Yeah, it'd just be like, bros, my bros. So, like, I just turned, like, water into wine, right? But what if I did this for everybody? What if everybody had access to this, right? Like, that's what would happen. It's like, mind-blowing, right? Right, my apostles? That's what would actually happen. I agree. Jesus seemed like a pretty chill dude who would totally partake in 420 and fight for universal healthcare and stuff. One would hope, right? I think that's like the main message that was supposed to be taken away from most religions, not even just like, not necessarily Jesus, but any religious figure. I mean, we had a good theology talk the other day, but we don't have to do it again because I want to actually vibe with y'all. But yeah. Jordan told us you called him an NPC. Yeah, I said that during his streams, it's like someone selected another conversation path while talking to an NPC in a video game. And then he just pings that out. In the words of Florence, like, if Jesus came back in a beautiful dress, Jesus would be trans femme. I mean, I think at the very least he'd be very accepting of trans people. I think that's something that like can go without even debate. Anyway, chat. Before we get going too much with chatting about stuff, I got a special package before I left for the summit, and I just did not have the energy to open it on stream. Y'all want to open this? This is kind of pertinent to what we were talking about, yeah? Pretty cool. Pretty cool shit. This is something that they send every year, and if you've never seen one of these before, typically it contains a bunch of supplies to inspire incentives. Now, I normally don't use all of the stuff in here. I actually give away quite a bit of it. But every now and then something piques my interest, and I'm like, oh yeah, that would be like kind of sick to do during the Play Live season. Open it, damn you! Yeah, Elsa and Sig are gonna love the box. I don't know, because it's got all the like little like these packing worms. It's so funny how often I actually complain to the team that puts these together. They don't deserve my shit. I'm like entitled at this point. I've gone to so many of these St. Jude things. I'm just like, stop sending these because they get all over my floor and then my cats play with them. Also, here we go. We have right off the bat. Well, actually, wait. I'm gonna spoil shit. Apollo would eat those. Yeah. The glasses from last year were how we got Gerbeagly. Yeah. That was so funny. Oh, wait, that's Gerb Hole now over here. That's not Gerbeagly anymore. I tried to make it called Gerb Hole, or Gerbeagly. And y'all wanted it to be Gerb Hole. Those glasses were wild. There will probably be another incentive with them. It's really hard to play games with those. Worms for the worm, true. There's so much less of the paper worms this year, at least. Yeah, thank goodness. So, this comes packed with information as well as, like, fun supplies. This is a little flowchart that they really have been doing a great job of, like, making it more appealing visually. To kind of, yeah, showing off your holes in chat. Yeah, the Gerb hole. Some people fall into it. Some people look directly into it. You shouldn't be doing that. It's like the sun. You will lose your vision, I promise you. But it's like, they have these little things to help us, like, relay some of the stuff that St. Jude does. You know, families never receive a bill. St. Jude has helped push overall survival rate from 20% to more than 80% for all types of childhood cancer. Children receive cutting-edge treatments not covered by insurance. So we obviously know there's been a lot of news about insurance over the past year. Some pretty intense shit that's gone on in the world. They don't have to worry about that there. A lot of stuff that's normally not covered by insurance gets covered completely by St. Jude. So those families literally never pay for anything that is related to travel or medication or surgeries or assessments or even outpatient visits and stuff like that. So it's like some good shit. But this is cool. Like this is a way that I help break down how much you guys help. This says $10 helps provide a new toy for a hospital play area. So let's say a new Marvel movie comes out, and you're like, yeah, what the fuck ever. I don't like Marvel movies, but maybe a kid at St. Jude does, right? So you donate $10 next month. You go, hey, I don't have a lot right now. The tax man took everything from me, but I got $10, and I'm going to send $10 to St. Jude. Some kid who's too sick to attend the newest Marvel movie, but loves Marvel superheroes so much, you might have just bought them a new Marvel superhero action figure. $25. 1 day of meals for a St. Jude patient or one of their family members. A lot of the times, those who are staying there in the residencies, in the residency buildings, they are like, hey, I'm too tired to leave the campus. I need some food. And St. Jude will, like, run someone from one of the cafes there up to their room, up to their apartment building, and give them food for the day. So that's something that you can provide for just $25. Keep those kids fed and, keeping those calories up and the energy up while they're going through things like chemo. Kind of an important thing to do. So, things that you don't typically think about when you think about a medical institution being covered here. We've had a bunch of really generous people donate $1,000. $1,000 can help cover the cost of airfare for 3 St. Jude patients with their parents. So you get a mom who goes, hey, I work from home anyway, or I don't, I'm a stay-at-home mom, or a dad who's like, hey, I want to really go and support my kid. You can send 3 of those families to St. Jude for $1,000. And we've had a lot of really, really generous people do that over the years. So a really cool breakdown with this kind of sheet this year. Love that. That is for me, not for you. And then we have this. They include a little like whiteboard marker. I normally never use this, but maybe we'll put it up here this year. But normally we'll put like the goal on here. Normally I have the digital goal somewhere on the screen. So I typically don't do the physical thing. But it is cute because this is a St. Jude patient's art. It's really cute. Very, very cute. The St. Jude survivor Ty made this tropical themed art this year, which is very cute. Love it. I love the little crab. Look at that. Crab milk's in the chat, please. Look at that little crab guy. Very adorable. All their branding incorporates art by St. Jude patients. It's really, really awesome. It's very wholesome. Very, very positive energy from this organization. So always lovely to see that kind of thing. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of what they sent me. I don't know if this is going to be loud or not. I have like 5 of these buttons that they have sent me. And the very first one was adorable. They sent one where it was a patient's voice when you press the button of this like little girl going, "Thank you." And it was so cute. And then the like next year they sent like a fucking MLG air horn. So I don't know what this one's going to be. So just prep to have your eardrums blown out. So yeah, there's no on-off switch on this one. Oh, hold up. So this is like number 3 that they've sent me with the MLG air horn. And we have one of the cute buttons. So you might hear this get hit. I don't know if I'll use these. They drive me insane. We got St. Jude branded stickers with their logo, the Fever Fighter that I explained earlier in the stream, the little rocket ship. Very, very cute. It's also for me and not for you stuff in here. Little instructions for how I can use some of the stuff. Let's see here. Oh, boy. A disembodied squirrel. Chopped up. I want to hear the cute button. I'll have to dig it out and find it, but they normally send these cursed little things every year. Guys, I have a squirrel hand. Squirrel arms, squirrel head. So I'm assuming this is supposed to be like... you could give the squirrel human feet. That's actually true. I could give the squirrel the human feet. God, that's fucking horrible that you actually manifested that out loud into the universe. Why are they all... They're all with the thumbs on the right side, though. These all have the, like... Oh, I guess... Never mind. I'm just an idiot. These are... Look at that, little guy. Oh, just like a normal squirrel out in the... That's normal. They send these things. I have used a couple of the weird ones that they've sent to, like, block my hands from using a controller or a mouse and keyboard very well while I play, like, horror games or rage games. So we'll see. I have, like, dinosaur hands and shit like that they've sent me in previous years. That sucked, by the way. Playing, like, Jump King with, like, dinosaur hands and crap in previous years. It's the worst. Here's my little whiteboard marker. It's kind of cool. M, hello, hi, welcome. It's a flying squirrel because of your palm. Oh, God. That's horrifying. Thanks. Hey, you're welcome. Thank St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Edward Squirrel Hands, yeah. Oh, boy. They always send these. I never use them because I don't want to clean them up. This is a confetti popper. Not in my office, dude. Not the way that it's set up currently. But these, you just twist them and they... Oh, we hit the goal. Mess in my office for the next 6 months. But it's cute that they send them. And this year, it looks like they are way larger than they normally are. So, awesome. We'll see if we use that. And then we got these sunglasses. Which, you know, interesting style. But as many of you know, I'm a gamer gremlin with no actual taste in style. So, these, maybe they are good. Maybe they are cool. I don't know. They're just regular sunglasses, though, so they don't really interfere too much with anything. I might not use them, because I like the things that, like, actually interfere with my vision and stuff. We'll see. Cute, actually, Maybe I put it together like a cute summer look, right? It's like I've been trying to do like, I've been thinking about like either adding another tier to the Ko-fi for people to unlock like cosplay shoots, or do a Patreon to do cosplay shoots. Maybe over the summer I finally get bold and do a like a femme bathing suit look or something, and rock these. They'd kind of be kind of cute. We'll see. Ice cream inspired pastel-y summer look. That too, yeah. Maybe not even go that hard yet. This is a whole packet of stickers, which is adorable. Holographic stickers rock. Do it. Actually, chat, just like initial impression. I've asked this before. I asked this like months ago, but now we have kind of a different vibe and crowd here. Patreon or like just a better, like a higher tier Ko-fi? Like if I'm like, oh yeah, $10 a month, you get like all of these cosplay pictures of me in different like femme looks. Let me know. The cones rubbing on your face when you talk might be annoying. That's true. That's very true. I also have, okay, the St. Jude Play Live season of 2025. You guys can also hear I'm losing my voice. I'm not sick, fortunately, but oh my god. With the amount of people who come up to me at these and talk to me, I'm talking nonstop. I almost lost my voice. Raises hand anonymously. What could this mean? Obviously, you need an OnlyFans. You joke? You jest? Per se? But it's funny how many people have wanted me to get one for a while. And I would never do, like, NSFW OnlyFans, but, like, it'd be, like, spicier kind of shit, right? But I think they have Fansly for that, too, which is, like, a little bit more friendly towards NSFW content. I prefer Ko-fi over between Patreon and Ko-fi. Okay. Think about it. Yeah, but we got little pin. I love collecting pins. They're cute. Say higher tier Ko-fi just because you already have it set up. Yeah, and the lowest tier is kind of like, you know, I'll show people like what Morgan and I did during the day for like a meal or something, or like just a little like tidbits about my life. But mainly it's just a cat picture dump. If you guys are like, man, why don't you post more? We like those pictures of like Elsa and Sig. Why don't we get more of those? They're all up on Ko-fi. You can access them for like $4 a month. You can go, if you spend $4 right now on Ko-fi, you can actually go and get every single picture I've ever put up there. They're not like date gated or anything like that. But if I put like a $10 tier, would people be chill with that for cosplay? Just do like a bunch of like femme cosplays, like maybe do at least one photo shoot a month, and then I also send you like a DM of like one of the pictures of your choice or something a month. That'd be kind of cool. Having another tier for Ko-fi would make sense. Okay. The only thing I don't like about Ko-fi is their website kind of sucks, their mobile website especially, and they don't have an app. Just like a bummer. $25 tier, but listen, I'm not gonna do a $25 tier. We haven't even hit this goal, so it's like, oh god. $10 would, I think that would make sense, because like if I'm only promising one photo shoot a month, I think that's an accessible price point in today's economy for a lot more people. They sent me these googly eyes. A lot of people like to stick these to their face. I normally get sticker sheets instead of the googly eyes, but we'll see if I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do some googly eyes as well. They sent 2 party poppers? Bro, why? These are a menace to me. $20 tier. Oh god. We'll discuss as a chat when it's more of the focus. This isn't about me. This is about the kids. It's really cute. Inside here it has also a quote by Danny Thomas, the founder of St. Jude, that says, "No child should die in the dawn of life," which is one of my favorite things he's ever said and been quoted for. I think it's a really simple message that really gets the point of St. Jude across. Like, why do you raise for St. Jude? No child should die early, kind of thing. So I dig that. That's cool branding in here. I'd pay just to have Bree yell at me in DMs. Well, I don't yell at people in the DMs, but like you do get the privilege of like doing a little bit of DMing. I don't do it that much. Most people actually are really respectful about that space over on the Ko-fi, but like if someone is ever like, I've had some people who are like, hey, I was just wondering. Just like a quick little question, and I'll pop over there and answer it sometimes. Lash glue and googly eyes? Oh no. That'd never come off. They just leave like big goop and, well, they would come off, but they'd leave like the big goop and lash glue stains all over my face. So, put googly eyes above the camera lens so chat can wear them. $8 Ko-fi tier. Brian sends us 1 DM a month to tell me, stop it, get some help. Yeah, it's like the mental health tier for $8 a month, but instead of me actually giving good mental health advice that I would normally give, it's just me being like, yeah, so you could be doing better. That would be it. This is one of the last things in there. This is slime, which is a sensory nightmare to me. So I'm probably going to be donating this to the local children's hospital. I freaking hate. I absolutely hate. I don't like touching slime. It's even got the little gems that you like mush into it and stuff. Ugh. I don't like it. It's not for me. It's not for me. We've had this talk before. Yo, Austin, you were right, man. They'd put way less of those little worms in here. And the coup de grace. Yeah, Xander, you get me. You get me on those. Thank you for being team me on that one, at least. What kind of everlasting lash glue do you use? Mine is like one step up from Elmer's. Oh, Morgan and I have researched so many brands, and we have found so many good ones that work. Where it's like I've been able to wear my lashes for like 12 hours with no issue. I feel like I was slime in a past life. You might have been. Isn't there an anime about that? It's like, oh, reborn as slime after I got hit by a bus or some weird shit. I don't know. I feel like that's the that's an anime title out there for like an isekai. It depends on the slime if it's good or bad sensory for me. I've tried a bunch. They are all terrible for me. But I'm also like really picky, and y'all know, like just a nasty, hypercritical, dry, incredibly neurodivergent person. So, something like that, yeah. Sounds like an anime. Yeah, there's an isekai of everything. There really is. I was reincarnated as a slime. Oh, that's the one, yeah. Apparently it's kind of good, but I just haven't checked it out. Guys, the last thing that's in here. Speaking of anime, I finished Frieren on my trip. I bawled my eyes out. Terrible choice for the airplane. Such a good show. Highly recommend. Can't wait for the new season. I will protect that neurodivergent elf girl forever. Like, absolutely so amazing. Put it on? No, you haven't donated to St. Jude. This is a breadhead. I'll probably find a use for this. I will probably find a use for this, but this will maybe go on my head at some point throughout the month. So, whether it's like, hey, you have to play a game with this on your head, with the sunglasses or something, we'll figure it out. Gonna be honest, the thing is so comfy. That's actually dope. Oh my god. Little worms. And speaking of worms, here's the worm. She is here. She has arrived. Yo, what's up, Lady Saga? Welcome to the stream. Breadhead or cat bed? Honestly, you know, my neurospicy needed to know it's actually called That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. That's right. Anyway, that's the St. Jude box. Is she a poopy girl? Oh, are you sure? Do you need help? Are you sure that is... I did that one person when you were out of the house and it was fucking miserable. Are you sure you don't need help? It's not, this is not like a, okay, not a major poopy. Sorry, Elsa's having poopy issues again. I don't know why. She's been stealing Sig's food, so she might be, like, overeating. She apparently had this issue when she was at the cat cafe, but then it went away. And they thought it was because she was stressed, because she didn't have anything physically or medically wrong with her. And they were like, we're pretty sure it's because she's stressed from all the other cats. But pretty sure they also did find out, like, I guess that she did have something medically wrong. She had a little bit of, like, kitty IBS. So, anyway, that's the St. Jude box for the year. Really, really cool. Very awesome. Yeah, poopy girl. I come home, I got the poopy girl. That's how I feel about that one. Chat, thank you for indulging me, letting me look at that. I've talked for a very long time now. It is your time to talk. Do you have any good news for me? I've been gone for almost a week. I was full of good news there. It is now your turn. I would love, love, love to read your good news. Did you get the St. Jude backpack? I did. It's got a bunch of sick shit in there as well. I'll show that off next stream, probably. I forgot to bring that into the office. I actually, it was so good. I normally only bring one backpack. It was actually a really, like, cool St. Jude backpack they gave me years ago. And I normally just pack that for the summit. But then I kind of run out of stuff after going to the gift shop and getting all the like swag they give us. And so it was great they gave me a second backpack because I got a carry-on and a personal item. So I just wore one backpack with like all my shit, like my Steam Deck and stuff in it. And then the other one I just filled with all my laundry. And that was awesome. It was great to split it up that way. Good news, Brian is back. What the heck? No, you must have real good news. I appreciate you. Stop. If you have good news, whether it's big or small, we'd love to hear about it. We love encouraging people who look for silver linings or baby steps in progress or anything that's good, as long as it's something that we can all comfortably enjoy together. I'd love to read some of your good news here. I hope that other people are supporting the heck out of the good news, congratulating each other, celebrating each other. It is what we do here, and I am so, so grateful for all of you. I bragged about the good news segment that we do a number of times throughout the week. Talked to a lot of people about the importance of mental health in streaming and in streamer communities and everything in between. How you can, talk about mental health without making it parasocial with your community and keeping up healthy boundaries while also empowering people in like a very real way and forming a true sense of community that is supportive and something that is like very genuine. So really good talks with like a lot of good creators and even a couple of the members of the Twitch staff that were there about how we do good news and how it's like so important to me and it's become part of the branding of this community. So I'm double checking that there's not like 1,000 little like paper worm packing worms all over the place. That is real good news. Okay, fine, whatever. Only good news I have is I'm here. Been struggling with my new POTS med. One of my friends was having a POTS flare up at the summit, and I was like telling her I totally get it. Morgan has POTS. We deal with that. It don't feel bad about it. You're valid, and it really meant a lot to her. So. However you got to take it, day by day, take your pace. It's all good, Uber. Know that you're very valid here. We're very supportive of you. I'm very proud of you for being here. Very happy that you are here. It's good to catch up. Good news, I got Cane's for dinner. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I love Cane's. I was literally just thinking of Cane's garlic bread earlier. Like their toast, their Texas toast. Oh my God, it's so good. And given my fibro whiplashes from the weather, that's about the extent of my good news. My goodness, the weather changes and all the fibro. It was nice to be in a place that was just consistently warm. And for the first time in years, Memphis was not also like 80% humidity. So it was like actually so nice there. But I know it was also uncharacteristic because of the windstorms. Like the wind was like blowing all the humidity away. Because obviously, like, a ton of people got, like, delayed on their flights back because of the windstorms that the Midwest and the South have been, like, experiencing nonstop. Lots of all the tornado stuff going on and everything. So I hope everyone's been staying safe through all that shit. But, yeah, it was actually kind of nice to be there. And then I came back here and it was, like, cloudy and gloomy. And then today was, like, 70. So I was like, what the hell's going on? Right? Celebrating each other is what we do here, unless it's Brian, I guess. What do you mean? Good news, I found Brian some years ago, and even though I have not been active in the community as I would have liked, they continue to be a source of inspiration to me in many ways. It's very sweet of you. Thank you very much, Lady Saga. I'm glad that I can do that because I'm someone that, undervalues a lot of my impact in the world, and being at this convention, not this convention, it is basically like a mini convention for St. Jude ambassadors. It does feel very empowering. It does feel like, holy shit, I did make a difference. I did make an impact on someone's life, right? Good news, it is the weekend, my dudes. And Brian is back, but also I caved and got myself a little diamond outfit for Momo and Infinity Nikki for $1 and excited for Easter/420 festivities tomorrow. Wonderful, wonderful. So, so cute. Also, again, I haven't had any time to play Infinity Nikki, but I like it. Good news is I finished my first week at work. I could not have imagined it going any better than it did. I love that. Love that. I'm so goddamn proud of you. I really am. Really, really am. The toast was extra toasty tonight. God, Liz, that sounds so good. My new doctor put me on a high priority list since an unknown chronic illness is getting worse, so I thankfully might not have to wait 4 weeks. I'm not here often, but I'm also not on Twitch as much as I used to, so I hope it's okay I share. That is absolutely fine. You didn't share any triggering details in that. I'm so sorry to hear that you're dealing with that. That is actually like such a, stress-inducing thing. So I'm so happy that your doctor was able to push you up on a high priority. Really, fingers crossed. I hope everything goes well, Allie. Like, seriously. Other good news, I found shoes I had been searching for about half a year now that I like and I feel comfortable with. Hell yeah, I love that. Having a bad time, but one good news from today was getting new garden gloves. I'll be able to prune the roses now. That is a lovely thing because, honestly, when you're having a hard time, having those silver linings, being like, wait, I have these gardening gloves. I can prune the roses. I can attend to something that I like putting my time into, like putting my energy into. That is something that's very healing. It balances out a little bit of that bad, even if briefly, even if in like a moment where you can lose yourself. I really hope that that brings you even some small amount of joy instead of just having a day that's fully bad. I'm so sorry to hear that you're going through stuff, Spark. You know this community is where you can land on your feet, and we can do everything possible to just keep pushing you forward. Good news, I'm now an assistant special education teacher. Whoa, let's go. My coworkers are already so interested in my experience and what I can bring to the table in terms of their class and what I can do for the students we work with. I've been making it through a really bad flare-up, managing to work out and eat and continue self-care through the icky bone feelings. I found several disability-friendly, high-protein recipes that have been delicious. I love all of that. I'm so glad that you, even though you're aware of the things that are limiting you, are still finding the things that you are able to engage in a mindful and very intentional way. And then also on top of that, freaking just helping special education in general is like such, obviously right now especially, like such an underserved thing. And knowing that you have put yourself into that career in such a selfless and mindful way, like, love that. I realized when I joined the Twitch community, it was your 5th time doing Play Live, and now this year is my 5th. Wild, dude. Absolutely wild. The time flies when you work with a cause that is so good that it feels natural, right? It's such a cool thing to incorporate into just a natural cycle, natural flow. Good news, finally found a book I'd spent a hot minute looking for. Hell yeah, that's such a good feeling, CJ. I love that. Morgan tore through a ton of books while I was gone. She was like, babe, I finished this. Look how far I am through this. And I was like, whoa, I watched 15 episodes of anime. I'm a degenerate. Oh my god. No, you're a badass, both in how you fight for what's right and in how brave you are and your vulnerability is pretty amazing. I keep up mostly through the other social media. I'm glad you share everywhere. I try to. Some things are exclusive to just one platform or the other, but I appreciate that a lot, Lady Saga. Thank you. Good news, the kingdom was close to fall. Oh my god, this, like, peasant RP, medieval peasant RP that's going on here. Where did this come from? Good news, the kingdom was close to falling. The Beaglybub struggled to fight against the treacherous coup. It seemed like dawn would never come. But hark! The horns of our Lord, Lord Beagley hath returned, bringing hope, love, and most importantly, the parasocial streams along with them. We fought long and hard into the night, and at last we rose victorious. End scene. A 4.2 on Letterboxd, by the way. Out of 5 stars. That's what you got. Even though they don't even do those fractions. Thank you, Maroon. It's good to have you here. It really is. It's wonderful to have all of you here. Centennial, hello. Good news. I start my full-time that I mentioned a few weeks ago on Monday. Right around the corner. You're going to kick so much ass. It's amazing. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Very good stuff. Loading screen of Infinity Nikki kept taunting me with the cute serotonin that was the Momo outfit. It's so hard to avoid FOMO in that game just because I love cute outfits in real life. Oh my god, Mary Kish, again, one of the hosts and producers and everything. She does a little bit of everything for Twitch, right? She like writes a lot of the events for them and like hosts a lot of the events. She is such like a gem. She is such a beautiful person inside and out, and she wore this such a cute freaking fit, dude, during the St. Jude Summit. Let me see if I can pull it up. While she was hosting the Twitch public access stream. Good lord, dude. It was so fucking cute. Yo, Centennial, thank you for the 53 months, by the way. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Good news, they didn't see anything on my MRI that wasn't masked from the cochlear implant. Now I'm just waiting on my CT scan now. Fingers crossed, things keep coming back clear for you, Ks, and I hope that they're able to just like figure out everything that they need to without anything seriously severe happening. Thank you so much for sharing. Anime's good too. I discovered a new anime that I like. Maybe I'll watch it some more. Ooh, I recommend Freerun. I didn't know what I was going in for, but it fully turn. It doesn't fully turn it, but it's a very unorthodox approach to the fantasy adventure anime genre, and it is so gentle. The energy in Frieren it's got this like this good mix of like good action and intensity, mixed with like gentle life lessons and emotionality. Like there's such intelligent emotional writing in the show. I cried so many times watching it. It was beautiful. I listened to all of Epic the Musical this week and binged animatics that made me go loco. Why is the Odyssey so long to read? It is worth it, I'll say, as someone who's read it. I do enjoy it, but like such a fair assessment. Mary's new headshots look amazing. Oh my god, yeah, she is an icon, truly. She just wears like really cute outfits that I personally would wear. So, man, you can't even see it in this shot that she put up on Blue Sky, so never mind. But she wore this like cute sweater. She wore this absolutely adorable sweater for the Twitch Public Access that had like a little bit of like a turtleneck, like a cuffed turtleneck thing going on, and then it had like this heart window on the chest. And I after she was done hosting the event, I was like, Mary, I just have to tell you, because I always tell her, I was like, oh my god, your outfit is so, and she wore like this cute skirt with it, and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute, I love it so much. And she was like, you would rock this outfit. I know you would absolutely look so good in it, so let me send you the website. So she sent me the website. So I now have the website. Here, let me get it up on my phone to tell people. That specific outfit is not available anymore. But all the clothes on the site are like very, very cute. So it's a brand called For Love and Lemons. And I've never heard of it before. But she was like, wait for a sale. They sometimes do like 60% off sales. And that's how she got the light. She was like, just do that. So I might save up and get like something cute from there at some point. I wish they had a Sparks note for all the details is all. For what? I feel like I missed something. I'm so sorry. I finished. Oh, for the Odyssey? Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, you can kind of like get a pretty good summary on like Wikipedia about the Odyssey. It's been out for so long. People have like really just like distilled it very well. That said, it's a very, very good read in my opinion. I think it's pretty cool. I finished watching Avatar: The Last Airbender this week, and now I'm going to rewatch it. There is no end to Avatar. There is Ba Sing Se, we are safe. Yeah, you're in Ba Sing Se, we are safe. God, Avatar is like a very easy to rewatch and rewatch kind of show. So, are you making a throne list? You know what's funny, Merm, is right before I left, I was like, oh my god, I haven't had anything on my throne list in like 3 years now. Because every time I do, people buy out the stuff immediately, and then I feel bad. I feel like shit. I'm like, oh my god, I just guilted them into buying me like a bunch of crap I don't need. But if it's for cosplay stuff, maybe worth. I don't know. But that's kind of like the point of the Ko-fi. The point of the Ko-fi is going to be like, oh, you pay for the membership for the Ko-fi. It pays for the cosplay for that month. And then like next month, I'll get another cosplay kind of thing. So that, I don't know. I'll think about it. I will think about it. Because here's the thing is like Love and Lemons probably wouldn't be a cosplay. It'd be like an everyday outfit I'd like wear some of the cute stuff from. I do have a P.O. box, but I don't want people to like do, you don't have to do that either. But you could put your like, no, never mind. I don't even want to give you ideas. But I was like, man, maybe I'll set up the throne list before I leave. And then I was like, I already have this massive tip goal. Why would I ever do that to my community? It's okay. I was making a joke about reading the whole book, but if it was a totally different book, I'm spoiled with a lot of in media res style media. Okay, got it. Sorry, I missed the context. Yeah, there is no war in Ba Sing Se, right? There is a graphic novel of the Odyssey, because of course there is. There's a graphic novel version of everything, so that's a good thing to know if you want the Odyssey in that format. Let us buy you cute clothes. Guys, you do not have to fuel my wardrobe. I mean, that's so cute and very kind. All of the info is in my P.O. Box command, if you really, really wanted to do that. But I don't want to ever pressure anyone to buy me cute stuff. But if people send me cute stuff in the P.O. box that's in my size, I will wear it. I'll find a way to make it work, right? Brian, no, please give us ideas. We want to spoil our internet aunt/mom sometimes. I mean, here's the thing. I'll, like, just, some of this money will just be used to buy cute clothes. I don't know. It makes me, I don't want to, like, double dip. I don't want to, like, exhaust, like, people financially by just being a streamer. Like, all I'm doing is talking on camera. There's a graphic novel of the Bible. Yes, there is. There's, like, graphic novels for literally, like, every, like, big book series as well. So, yeah, there we go. So it's up there. You can address it to me or Morgan if it's a gift from Morgan. Morgan and I just share that P.O. box. Size small in men's, size large in women's. There you have it. That's the point of the throne. You can put content stuff on there, sure, but putting stuff on there that you just enjoy as well. We want to support you. I know. It's just so hard for me to do that. It's, like, weird for me to be like, I want this gift. And now I have, like, 20 people who just funded this gift for me. When it's like, they could have bought that gift for themselves. That's kind of like how I sit on it. And that's not to judge other streamers who use it. I know I actually get really excited when, like, people buy stuff for Morgan or for my friends. That's just, it's my own shit. But it's hard for me to do that. I don't know. If you could get that sweater in any color, what would it be? Oh, God. I don't know. I would probably not get the one Mary Kish had. Mary Kish, I think, had, like, a baby blue or something. Y'all know me. I'm a pink girly. Like, I love pink clothes. I was talking to her. It's so funny. I was hanging out with her for a bit during the summit, and I was like, I love all your outfits, and, like, I kind of want to, like, go, like, clothes shopping with you at some point because, like, you have a very similar style to me. And then I was talking to my friend Smashly as well, who, like, dresses, like, a little bit more, like, preppy. She does, like, a lot of, like, tennis skirts with, like, big sweaters, and I just find that aesthetic very cute, and I love dressing that way myself. I was like, Smash, it's so funny because, like, I love your outfits, but when I dress like that, like, Morgan kind of makes fun of me for having, like, a preppier, like, more posh girl look some of the time. And she's like, you're so predictable, like, in what, like, we'll be in a store, and I'll be like, oh my God, that skirt is so cute. And she'll be like, babe, you have, like, 8 pleated skirts already. You do not need another, like, anime girl skirt right now. What can I say, You're not forcing anyone, though? I know. I mean, Morgan lives in the same house, and this is the thing, is I won't listen to her because she's so close to the source. We have this conversation all the time. I was thinking light pink and God, I do love light pink. It's cute. Tell her, Morgan. Oh my God. Understandable, but know that, like, a gift that we would give any other person, or if we just gave you something in your P.O. box, we ultimately would be like, hey, I want to get this thing for Bree. No pressure behind it. Oh my God. So East Coast glam. I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, I went to tennis camp as a kid. Glam. Like, in my looks. I don't know. It's what I just find cute. Like, I like a lot of looks that are, like, very, like, Japanese or Korean street style, like, girly looks. So, like, I love, like, big, when I was in LA, I bought these used Doc Martens that are white, like, femme Doc Martens, like, big clomping boots, right? That I got for only $30, by the way, because they have some scuff on them, that I looked at Morgan, and she was like, I could get that scuff out for you. It'd be no problem. Don't you worry. So I bought those, and I love, like, the idea of, like, those with, like, cute, like, little shorts or, like, a skirt and then, like, maybe big top. Something fun like that, and, like, clomping around in that. Or do, like, a cutoff top and then, like big pants and those big boots or something. Those are, like, the vibes. You and Morgan are so cute together, the opposite aesthetic. Like, truly, like, Morgan wears everything, so she doesn't really have a true opposite aesthetic. But, like, for when a lot of the times we do kind of line up opposite. Part of being a girl's not listening and buying the 9th skirt. I know. It's so funny because I'll be like, I have a bunch of, like, spring dresses that I, like, can't wear year round that I haven't gotten around to wearing yet, and I'll, like, get racked with, like, guilt of, like, oh my God, should I have bought, like, that dress for $8? That $8, I could have used it towards, like, bills or groceries. And then Morgan will be like, oh, you have a bunch of, like, clothes you don't wear? Welcome to girl life, like, all the time. So, yeah. Got to do a crash course in girl math. Oh, no, Morgan throws that. She's like, that's just girl math, babe. Like, you just deal with it. So yeah, baby girl aesthetic. Yes, very much that. I know. But again, the P.O. box is right there. So, I mean, a lot of companies, if you buy things online. Because here's the thing. I like Throne. I like the idea of it. But the whole reason I got the P.O. box is that's protection already. Because, like, the whole idea of, like, Throne is, like, you buy off a wish list. And then that stuff, like, protects the person, like, getting it. Like, you'll never, like, have, like, the person on the other side of the throne's, like, address kind of stuff, right?
He only likes her because she's old. She's probably like 25.
Yo, Maj, thank you for the
Hello.
35 months. Hello. Thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that. Throne was rude to a gift I sent. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I trust them because I know members of the team and I've worked with them for a long time. But also, like, they do have a lot of, like issues with some of the processes. And then also, because they have to cover the cost of, like, their website and their service that they provide alongside the, like, cost of shipping and everything like that, like, it does, like, bump up the price on a couple items. So, like, things like clothes, like, a lot of the places, if you buy something online and that you can ship it, like, to the P.O. box address from, like, the online order. And, like, that would work. But also, like, that's totally up to you. Because some people are like, well, I don't know if I want to do... Like, I like the anonymity of Throne. So, I'll think about it. I don't know. Like, would people prefer me to list some stuff on Throne? I just don't... I just got back from vacation, basically. Like, I just got back from a trip. I don't want to, like, ask for more of your money, Chad. Y'all are basically My Melody and Kuromi aesthetically. It's so funny you say that because it's like... I was joking with Morgan that, like, sometimes I feel like Cinema Roll because he's, like, mistaken as a girl all the time. And, he like, his lore is, like, he doesn't mind because he's just, like, a cute little dude, right? And so I was like, oh, that's like being a femboy, right? But then My Melody and Kuromi are, like, best pals in the lore of, like, Sanrio, right? And My Melody is, like, the cutesy, girly, pink aesthetic. And then Kuromi is, like, the goth, emo aesthetic kind of vibe, right? And there have been so many people who have compared Morgan and me to that. So funny. If you were sent any clothes by P.O. Box, would you prefer brand new or will you accept thrifted? Oh, I accept thrifted because Morgan and I shop mainly thrifted. Like, most of the stuff I buy myself is from thrifted or from clearance racks. We are very much about, like, A, sustainability, and B, not contributing to any sort of overconsumption. That is, like, very important to both of us. It's, like, just how we've always kind of lived. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's, I mean, I give the general sizes that I have. I mean, I gave my measurements to Discord, and I think those are pinned in the, like, meme channel or something like that. Also, Sarah, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Sarah, how was your stream? What were you up to? What were you doing? Tell us a little bit about it. Sarah was at the St. Jude Summit. We got to hang out a bit, which was fun. We actually got a great picture of her, me, and Jordan in a photo booth that they had there. And then I got to hang out with Sarah at the Memphis Chili's where I spent $20 on one fucking appetizer. So we had some very interesting conversations during that, but we were all waiting for our planes. And instead of waiting in, like, the lobby of the hotel, we all were like, let's get through TSA. Let's hang out, like, by our gates. And we just, like, vibed. And it was great. Yeah, no, Sarah, we'll always have, like, the Maple Leaf crew. That is, like, a special, unique thing to just the people who are at that table now. Kind of cool, even though cursed. Very cool, right? So, I have a feeling it's going to be a Sanrio girl summer. I do want to, like, just do a lot more girly shit this summer. I don't want to limit myself on, like, a lot of that stuff. There's no time limit on us getting you thrown things. It's not really pressuring us for money. It's just, hey, if at some point you want to spend money on me, that's things I like. Gosh, that's true, too. I don't know. But we don't have, like, a time limit on, like, stuff like this either. I don't know. Like, I just don't want to, like, freak out people too much with, like, I'm asking for so much. But, yeah. Stream was great. Did some art on the Disney cards. Oh, I love that. Yeah, you were telling me you were going to do that. I love that a lot. By the way, there are hiccups from two friends working on Yuna. Material costs have changed. No, that's understandable. Some transit issues with China, et cetera, have delayed work. Still happening, I swear. You don't... Here's the thing. My goodness. Yeah, you funded that... but, like, if it comes down to it and I just have to, like, buy a cosplay from, like, a cosplay website or something. Like, there's a couple I use. I've dressed as Amber from Genshin Impact. right? I've dressed as Aerith. I've dressed from Final Fantasy VII. I've dressed as like a million other characters. I still owe chat a fucking God, why am I blanking on her name? The Pokemon girl cosplay, that Marnie from Pokemon Sword Shield. I still owe that cosplay. That's in my closet. I have a bunch of cosplays that I've worn. I have a Yor Forger one from Spy Family that I have to still do for chat as well at some point. So if it comes down to it, I can always just get a Yuna cosplay from one of those. So if your friend is like really under a lot of stress and stuff, like please don't rush. I mean, I know you're not rushing them, but please let them know I have no pretense or expectation that hopefully will help like alleviate any of the stress they're going through, because all that is so fucked up right now with everything going on with the tariff crap. Bro trying to explain the Chili's is like explaining why I have 6 heads. Yeah, it's like explaining the conversations we bounced around with at that Chili's table would actually take a doctorate for someone to understand. You telling us that we don't have to give you stuff feels like a cat flailing out of someone's arm or refusing to accept a treat because they can go catch a bird themselves. Okay, so yes, called out in a lot of the mentality that I talked to my therapist about. About like I have trouble accepting help. It's like man, it sucks. It's one of those things. It's like right now finances blow because I just paid taxes. So we did 29 subs tonight. Y'all are helping me with like the fucking huge amount of money I paid right before Memphis on taxes. But it would be hard for me to personally justify against myself being like, hey guys, could we like hit this goal soon so I can like recoup costs and make sure I get rent and bill money. Like that's hard for me. So like me just having goals on the screen, please, like I know you understand this, but those of you who are newer here, please understand how big this is for me to do like sub goals and to do like tip goals that are this large. It's hard. It's really hard for me. This is a big step for me. Like, this is basically the equivalent in my brain of me asking for money. So, I hope that makes sense. Fuck the tax man. Yeah, he was bad to me this year. Like, really bad. We've been waiting on Marnie. Yeah, so next time I do a Pokemon card opening, I want to dress as Marnie for it. It's just been... my schedule is so bad because of depression. I was starting all my streams at, like, this hour that I was, started tonight, but... I'm obviously more energized. I have better, I had a better schedule today. I got a workout in. I ate well. I like spent a lot of time with Morgan, that kind of thing. And I'm on a way better schedule now. So hopefully I'll be able to like prep like a good femme look early and then get on camera, get my social media pictures up, whatever, get on camera early enough to be able to commit to like more of those special cosplay streams. Cause I want to get femmed up. I like being in femme mode much more than I like being in boy mode. Boy moding the whole week felt awful, but the fact that I had so many people just being like, you're one of the girls the whole time, even in boy mode, like meant the world. Yeah, Ada Wong as well. I did Ada Wong twice, right? So, yeah. They're not stressed, just me, because of my friends/family discount. I'm already very low on their priority list. That's fair. That is so fair. That is A-okay. Like, you are fine. Honestly, Ephraim, you are wonderful for even, like, the idea existing. Proud of you. I appreciate that, Fang. It is such a... And Liz, and thank you so much. It's like such a... This is hard. I don't know how to be like, I need help financially. If it comes to a time where I'm like, hey, Morgan and I are going to go homeless next month or something, it would be very hard for me to, like, be like, we set up a GoFundMe. It'd be so hard for me to do that. I would rather go out knowing how my brain is toxic and like just do like a bunch of Uber delivery or some shit, Not only was Summit amazing, it also fixed my sleep schedule. Same! Oh my god, Sarah, yeah, my sleep schedule, I'm rocking it. We're kicking butt. Please go get some wonderful rest. Thank you so much for vibing. Thank you again for hanging out during the summit. It was great seeing you. I had to pay so much federally because one of the jobs didn't take out of my monies. I am self-employed. I've been self-employed for like 8 years now. I have never not had to pay a shit ton federally. It is a nightmare every fucking year. It sucks though. It really does. I mean, all my pay stubs are like 1099s. So instantly that's like 40% of my like money that I made throughout the year gone. That's just being a full-time content creator or full-time creative. It's rough. I'm just glad we were able to bully you into a big goal. I mean, it's a big step for me. You saw the sputtering I did when everyone was like, what about a $1,000 goal? Asking for help is hard, speaking from experience. It really is. Like, I've gotten, I think, to a good point where, like, if my mental health is bad, I'm very good at being open and asking for space, telling Morgan, like, hey, I really need a chill day with you or something. I need you to, like, help me out. I've gotten very good at that. But when it comes to money stuff, I don't know. It freaks me out to ask. And that's why you always hear me be like, hey, you didn't have to do that when someone gives me, like, a big amount. And they're like, but I wanted to. But hearing the, like, I wanted to thing is what is helping me disconnect, like, the toxic brain from that process, if that helps. Merm, please get some good rest. Thanks so much for vibing. Oh my God, it's we've been live for 2 hours. It's 12:30. I did not even realize till this moment. Yeah, take care, Merm. Thank you so much for vibing. Truly. Sorry for being a nuisance. No, you're not. You'll do it again tomorrow. It's going to be wonderful. I've lived out of my car for a hot minute, and like 4 weeks later, a group of friends found out for the first time and were like, why didn't you ask us for help? And I had to be like, sorry, I didn't even know it was an option. Those were my friends. I've told the stories. I was so poor in college at one point that I dumpster dived for food. Like, not a joke. Like, I found the closest Little Caesars Pizzeria. I would wait until the like closing time, and I'd walk over to the dumpster and I'd like wait by it until they like put the boxes of pizza into the dumpster. And they were so used to seeing me there, they just started handing me the boxes of pizza when they'd leave through the employee exit, which was really nice of them. And I'm really grateful for that, because like I had food when I literally could not afford food. And that sucked. And I've talked about it before. Like I talked about this on social media. Oh man, it's officially Becca's birthday. Becca, happy birthday. I really hope that you are having a lovely start to your birthday. Very privileged to know that you're sharing any of your time here with us at all on your special day. Thank you. I hope that you have some great plans. It sounds like your friends have been treating you very well. Like, it's great that you get to play some games with like Merm and everyone. Very, very awesome to hear. I'm glad that this community can be a part of that. It's really, really awesome. Commence the 24-hour in Scrippy. God. Yes, everyone wishing Becca a happy birthday. This is what community is all about to me. It really is about like recognizing each other, celebrating each other. If it's ever your birthday, it is not self-centered. It is not centering yourself to be like, hey, it's my birthday today. Could I get a happy birthday? Would love to shout out your birthday. Would love to celebrate your birthday for you. In any way, like in any small way, I should say. Because, like, there's very little, obviously, I can personally do for you. But if you want to feel included in a community that truly wants to send their best well wishes your way, this place is going to be it. Casey's mod, what was it? It was just, like, nonstop playing the tabletop game. Which is, like, fun, but I feel like I'd start, like, banging my head against the wall eventually. It'd get, like, boring or something. Like, it's a cool idea. I know you can, like, unlock secrets and stuff in it, but everyone was like, yeah, it's not, like, lore-based, which is kind of a bummer. If there was more of the, like, weird, like, AR shit that was in it and, like, meta commentary, I'd be, like, way more into that. That said, really funny here. So I have been mutuals for years with the Devolver Digital, who published Inscription and a bunch of other games I played on the channel over the years. I've been friends with the Devolver Digital influencer manager, who like reaches out, like influencer relations manager, who reaches out and sends the keys out for the games, like sends codes out for the games, and like keeps like some level of communication open, so that like if I need anything involving a Devolver Digital game, I have like an avenue to do that through. So my second flight, I was sitting I was sitting in the O'Hare airport, in the waiting area, hell on earth, obviously. I was waiting in the at my gate, waiting for my flight to board, and I saw a couple people in the gate area sitting around, where I was like, damn, they look like, not to like typecast, but I was like, damn, they look like they're going to St. Jude. They look like they're dressed, and one of the people, she was wearing a denim jacket that had mushrooms like stitched onto it, like patches that looked like mushrooms stitched all over it. And I was like, man, like in my head I was like, that's such a cute jacket. It reminds me of the one that I have with like the roses, right? So I sit down, I board my flight, and that person sits next to me. And I don't like make eye contact because I was so sleepy. I was like very sleep deprived before my flight. And so I am someone who's like not a conversationalist unless someone really wants to talk to me on a plane, and then I'm going to be very polite to them, right? So I'm sitting there. I put in my earbuds. I start watching anime on my phone. Make it pretty clear through body language. I'm just there to enjoy the flight and then get off the flight as soon as possible. She's very respectful, does the same thing, just like pulls out her phone, starts like looking at pictures and doing whatever on her phone with like earbuds in. We land. As we're deboarding, I'm like, hey, really love your jacket, by the way. It's so cool. And she goes, oh, thank you. It's like, I had to wait a while for it, but like totally worth the wait. And we go our separate ways in the airport, in the Memphis airport. I show up to the St. Jude Summit. I check in. Drop my my backpack off at my hotel room. Text Morgan, hey, arrive safe. I'm gonna go down for like the reception dinner and everything like that. Go down into the reception hall of the first night of the summit. All these creators that I know come up to me and say, hey, what's up, man? It's good to see you. Everything. Sitting at one of the tables nearby is the person wearing the jacket. Turns out this person was my contact at Devolver Digital, Jess. I've never seen a picture of her. We have never actually talked face to face ever before. And she sees me and she lights up, and she's wearing the jacket. She lights up. She goes, Brian, I just want to say something to you. I recognized you. I didn't recognize you at our gate. But then you sat down next to me, and I was staring at you while we were flying, and I could tell, like, you didn't really want to talk. And she was like, thank you for that, by the way, because I also needed, like, decompression time on the flight to just vibe in silence. And and I was like, oh, my God, the neurodivergent to neurodivergent silent communication of, like, please, peace is so important to us, right? Yo, what's up? Grooch, welcome to the stream. Elijah, if I didn't say hi to you yet either, hello, hi. It's so good to have you here. And she was like, I did recognize you on the flight, but I didn't want to, like, disturb our cool balance we had going on. So she was like, I just wanted to say, I do recognize who you are. I love what you do, blah, 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 blah. And we, like, palled around the rest of the summit, which was great. But it was just so funny. Just such a funny moment of, like, oh, yeah, no, we both were are people who already knew each other. But it was really good. Yeah, it was really very, very funny. And her jacket rocked so last year I wore my black denim jacket that has all the roses like embroidered onto it, right? That like everyone loves that. And everyone was coming up like in droves being like, Brian, love your jacket. It's so sick. It's so cool. That's why my profile picture on all my socials is still me with the microphone on stage during Twitch public access. I love talking, I promise. Twitch public access in that jacket. Because I was like the jacket person. And then this year I brought another cool jacket, but it wasn't as cool. It was like a dual tone. It was like a white, like pleather jacket. It looks like a leather jacket, but it's like white, like motorcycle style jacket with like some black stripes in the white. And then on the bottom half of the jacket, it's all black. And it's a very cool jacket. And some people complimented it. But this time, Jess, she was jacket person because she had the cool like denim jacket with like the mushrooms embroidered onto it. I thought it was really fun. Well, neither of us engaged, and it was amazing. Yes, neither of us engaged with each other. We were just like coexisting in like this perfect peace for 2.5 hours on this flight from Chicago to Memphis. And it was so good. It was a wonderful understanding. Such an amazing, yeah, the black jacket with the roses, one of my favorite jackets I've ever owned. I do have to start wearing it around more because it is so good, and the weather is now fluctuating between a little bit too hot and the perfect temperature for it. So I got to get in those last few days before Rochester finally warms up to wear it. My favorite part of flying, shutting the fuck up, I am the same. I'm someone who's like, I brought my little sensory toys. I brought my Kindle. I brought my Steam Deck. I downloaded like 15 fucking movies onto my Netflix account before we took off so I can watch all this stuff and just zone out with my earbuds in, like for a reason. Like flying is not my least favorite mode of transport, but it's not my favorite either. So when I'm on a flight already in like kind of like a cramped seat, although this time I had like premium plus tickets, so it was like one class beneath first class, and oh my god, dude, those seats are huge. They're so comfortable. Oh my god, I wish I could afford to fly that way all the time. But most of the time when I'm in this pressurized tin can defying physics in the sky, I want to just chill. I want to like dissociate until like the plane touches down again, right? So that's how I fly. So if you see me on a plane, feel free to say hi, but also know that I'm going to be like, hey, it was really great meeting you. I'm going to go back to my book now or something like that. And then like when we get to the airport, like, you know, talk my ear off all you want. I'm a sucker for floral patterns on clothes and accessories. Yeah, no, for real though. So like, yeah, it's one of those things. It's just like very, very awesome. Like classic pattern that makes everyone feel happy, right? With like floral stuff. That's why I wear a lot of floral like dresses. Another thing being neurodivergent is when people ask if I'm a hugger or no. Should be obvious thing to ask, but many just assume it's fine. For me, it's uncomfy the first time if I don't vibe. I mean, yeah, that's gonna obviously be a subjective thing. I'm someone who's very neurodivergent who loves hugs. But I ask every single person. I'm like, are you a hugger? And then when they say yes, I'm like, dope, cool. Goodbye. We'll see you again next year. Anyway, kind of off topic. What did I have to do tonight? Talk about St. Jude, open the St. Jude box. Said that we were going to do a little bit of wanderstop. You guys cool with jumping into a little bit of that to just vibe? I wonder. Let me know. I won't be playing too long because, again, I have to get up kind of early to go out to my parents tomorrow, but I have enough time here with you that a little bit of, like, wind down is chill. Actually, yeah, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. What do? Keep chatting or wanderstop vibes? Which, if you missed the first episode of wanderstop, the first stream of wanderstop, really cute game. My God. Very realistic and gentle way of dealing with burning out. It's about an adventurer who hits burnout and then is weirdly transported to this like tea shop that she ends up helping to run with this beautiful man named Boro. And all the wacky customers that come by and all the fun little activities that are very relaxing you get to do at your own pace that are all sort of kind of like social commentary on like the burnout, like grind kind of thing, like grind culture in general. So it's like a cute thing, but I did promise like wanderstop. You got 2 minutes to vote, by the way. I did promise wanderstop before I left. We didn't get to get back to it, but at the same time, and it would be a perfect wind down energy, but so would chatting. So either one I'm good with. I'm okay with either of them. Yeah, I may keep it lurking because I do want to head to bed. But, like, perhaps we'll have to have you open on my phone. Totally understandable. That's fine. Just yapping is okay, too. Okay. Sometimes forget to ask and warn people that I'm a hugger because the ADHD golden retriever in my brain. Yeah, that's for me, too. But also, like, with that is, like, the neurodivergent, like, urge not to be touched without being asked. So, because that feeling is so prevalent within me naturally, I'm very good at asking if someone wants physical contact whenever possible. I very rarely put my hand on like someone's shoulder or back unless I have a pre-established good relationship with them that has been built up for like years and years and years. And I know that that's something they've given me explicit consent for like in perpetuity. But a lot of the times it's like if I'm saying goodbye to someone, I'll be like, hey, do you hug? Or like, hey, are you in the mood for a hug? Is always like something that I'll swap it up into. Even if it's someone I've hugged before, I'll be like, hey, are you chill with a hug? That's the way that I try to check myself because it is the ADHD urge of like, I love everyone so much, I want to give them a big hug, like a lot. I feel like I'm too EP for game, but it's really up to Stremmer. I think it's, yeah, I mean, chat, like however you're feeling is like chill. So like neither of these choices will disappoint me if you want to vote on this. I'm the neurodivergent camp of touch-starved and touch-avert. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm not touch-starved, but I am touch-friendly as long as consent has been established. It's like boundaries, physical or otherwise, are so very much, as you know, ingrained within everything that I do and talk about. Yo, okay, wanderstop winning by 1. Anyone who voted for keep chatting, though, just as a Again, because consent and everything like that, I think it's important right now. I'm not going to ask this all the time. It's mainly just because it's late at night and we're a pretty chill crew right now in chat. Is anyone super averse to wanderstop? Is anyone like, oh my god, that would actually like overwhelm me right now? Because if that's the case, like we didn't have that many people vote, so clearly no one feels that strongly about this. So if you're someone who's like that way, maybe we work around that tonight. But if you're like, let's chill with the cute tea game, that's cool too. Yeah, touch star, but only want touch from certain people. Yeah, I think that's fair. I want to hug so badly, but also don't touch me ever because if you breathe wrong, I might cry. No, that's fair. It's a tough thing to navigate. So many of us have sensory things. So many of us have, like, you know, upbringing trauma, you name it, whatever. So it's just like, it's always like an important thing to establish, again, consent with any physical touch. Like, it doesn't, outside of like, hey, high five or like fist bump, like I love a good fist bump because it's such a, like, you make the gesture and then you know the consent is implicit because they are like, boom, I did it too, right? I love a good fist bump. But outside of that, it's like, I will never make an assumption. So, and then if it's like, if they leave me hanging, I'll be like, oh, hey, no, it's chill. Like, if you're someone who doesn't want a fist bump, I'm chill with that. I'm not taking personal offense to that ever. I do not want to miss too much, but I can always catch a VOD. Yeah, the VOD will be up. And I'm only going to be playing for a little bit here. I'm not going to be, again, going nearly as late as we normally do. I even said this is going to be a short stream. I think my brain doesn't care. It's a chill game. It's a very cute game. I think it's restorative so far. The energy... the energy has definitely been laser focused to be like, hey, Brian, you could probably show your therapist this game. And she would just be like, yeah, this feels like something I ghost wrote for you. But... also, it's the type of game that I think has this gentle, beautiful energy of things will get better, things will restore you. It is okay to take your own time and your own pace. It's okay to ask for help. Conversation we fucking had earlier, right? It's okay to ask for help. Chat, I need a day off. If you ever want to fund this, it's there for you. If you ever want to send me stuff via the P.O. Box, I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm working on more self-empowerment. Something I had a lot of people at the summit tell me to my face. Hey, dude, you do so much good. Why do you beat yourself up so much publicly? I have a lot of, like, friends who, like, were at the summit, fellow St. Jude content creators, who said, like, they straight up, like, we're like, we notice. I lurk your streams. I follow you on social media. Like, you do too much good shit in the world to talk about yourself that way. To say you don't deserve shit. Like, you deserve, like, more. And it was very empowering. It was really nice. One of my friends, Eleni, who raids here every now and then, and I think we've raided her a few times as well. If you don't know Bloody Faster, one of my friends, very close friends for such a, I don't know, like 5-6 years now. Fantastic human being, wonderful energy, only wants the best for everyone around her. We were both like, we fucking suck at this, because we kept being like, oh man, I just do this. And we were like, man, we gotta like take the just out of that. That sounds icky. Like, oh, you just did it? No, you did that. That rocks. You kicked ass doing that shit, right? Yeah, shout out, Bloody. But we were talking about we're gonna try to start holding each other accountable for that shit. Like, reminding each other, like, it's not a just thing. People believe in the things we do. People are impressed by the things we do. People want to keep supporting us because of the things that we do. And that's something that I'm trying to put a little bit more, like, serious thought and weight into. And I hope it doesn't come across... my biggest fear is I come across as arrogant when I mean to come across as confident. So I really hope that starts coming through to myself as well. But yeah, nobody talks about my streamer that way. Squares up. But yeah, thank you everybody for being understanding. We'll get some wanderstop going. We'll chill with this. It's going to be some good energy. I think it's going to be a great way to wind down. If you fall asleep during it, I will not take offense. It's such a cute game. It's got some like good stuff going for it. And I've actually been, it's funny, I was thinking about the Boro voice I was doing for Boro while I was away. You never sound arrogant. I don't know about that. I think I've had plenty of moments. I've sounded like I'm more confident than I actually am. And I feel like part of it's an act to, like, you know, like, I'm manifesting, like, this outwardly so that I can start feeling more confident, like, inwardly. But I'm so unfamiliar with being confident out loud that it comes across as, like, arrogant or overconfident or egotistical or self-centered. And that's where I'm trying to find that good balance that feels right for me and seems right for other people. Because here's the thing. I've gotten very depressed over the past couple years. I've taken, like, a long mental health break from YouTube. I am not the most fun person on social media sometimes. And when I was on this St. Jude trip, I really reflected on that. And I was like, fuck, people like being around me when I'm announcing my W's, when I am celebrating myself, when I am telling people what my dreams and ambitions are and my goals are. Although that's, like, something that, like, maybe I'm going to keep a little bit more private and then work on myself and move in silence. And then, like, when we get closer to them, be like, oh my God, guys, I've always wanted to hit, 1,000 subscribers again. And then, like, we get back to that or whatever. And that's for me to figure out, like, the pacing of. But, like, I am someone who's, like, trying to find, like, a good balance of that kind of thing. Sounding confident isn't arrogant. I know it isn't, but it's like, I know, like, people like to, like, hang out here when I'm, like, in a good mood more than when before I left. Like, that stream, I walked away from that stream and I told Morgan, I was like, man, I was in kind of a shitty mood at the end. Like, I was joking around, but, like, I was mad at myself because I told a bunch of really dry jokes where I was like, oh, you guys who are showing up late, you're missing the fucking stream, you guys suck. And I was like, those didn't land for me when I said them, so I was, like, mad at myself the rest of the night before I went to bed and, like, left in the morning on my flight. Like, I was pissed off at myself. And I was like, I didn't come across right. Like, that can't be fucking fun to watch. So I'm here to put on a fun, entertaining show. I'm here to fucking... And I'm going to be human. I'm going to have days where I'm sad. I'm going to have days where I'm a little slower to, like, get into, like, the rhythm of a joke chats into and stuff. I'm going to be very transparent about my mental health shit, right? But, like, it's not fun to be around someone who's nasty. Even if it's, like, a dry bit that, like, because when it doesn't land for me, it's probably not landing for people in the chat. And I never want you to feel like I actually blame people for low numbers or blame people for, like, not feeling like I'm getting supported enough or anything like that. That's always fucking tongue-in-cheek here. Y'all know that's such a shitty thing to say. Like, y'all know who I am because, like, you don't really. I could be a fucking scumbag behind the scenes, right? We see it all the time. People get exposed all the time for that. So... It is one of those things, like, I'm working on finding a confidence that comes across as, like, I am someone you're proud to be a part of the community of, that you want to celebrate and you want to support so I can keep doing cool shit that makes me, like, talk about it confidently or have fun or whatever. So, like, that's where I'm at with the community. That's, like, I hope that type of communication, adult to adult, is, like, making sense to people, because at this point I've babbled about it for 5 minutes and I have no fucking clue what I said. So, OGB, yo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you a ton. Hope that you had a great summit. I'm sorry we didn't get to talk till the end of this one, but it was really nice seeing you again. If you guys don't know, OGB Reacts, just fantastic individual. They do some really fun stuff. Please go follow as well. I appreciate that and have raised a shit ton of money for St. Jude as well. I appreciate that you're an actor. Alas, I, even as autistic as I am, can tell even your most inflated arrogance is feigned. You know what's funny, though? So I have a role that I haven't really gotten to talk about a lot yet because the game has been in development for so fucking long, where I got to play an arrogant character, and I feel like I did, like, this, like, ham-fisted, like, kind of, like silly, exaggerated, like, oh, yeah, so, like, kind of fucking voice. And because it was done years ago, my voice acting wasn't nearly as good. And, like, going back and listening to those files, I'm like, oh, God. But the cool thing about it was the first neurodivergent. No, it wasn't the first neurodivergent character I voiced. All of them are in my headcanon because I voiced them. The first non-binary character I ever got to voice was this character. So, but I haven't been able to talk about them because they have not been publicly announced yet, which is so goofy. For every strike you get while streaming, there are hundreds of pluses before and after. That's very sweet of you to say. I do try to look at it that way as well. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. We appreciate your vulnerability, though we won't demand it and respect your privacy when you need it, and love you even if you're struggling. I appreciate that. Thank you. I just hope that, like, people know I am a dry person. I hope that I don't actually come across as nasty to people. Why would I chase away the people who support me with their time? That's just a silly thing. That's why, like, I over-explain that shit at the end of that stream. Whereas, like, guys, I hope you know, like, this is, like, all, like, a fucking joke. I'm sorry. Have you ever considered it isn't about earning or deserving our attention? Are we allowed to like you when you don't feel good? Listen, why do you hit me with these, like, truth bombs? You know? We trust that all the hours that we've seen you online stream isn't all acting. But I just say I'm a voice actor. Maybe I'm, like, just really fucking good at, like, pretending and tricking everybody and grifting, you know? It's why I think it's very important to not put content creators on pedestals. I agree. I mean, it's why I preach against parasocialism. It's why we talk about the power dynamic is always going to be I have more power than anyone in my chat. Like, you have to be aware of that. You, like, have to make sure that you're not being pressured to do things, that you are using your autonomy, your free will to make decisions that you make, and not just fully being like, it's up to me to keep streamer afloat financially. It's up to me to do X, Y, and Z. It's not. You give when you want to give. I want it to always be an option that you do. And when you do it, it makes it all the more special as a result for both of us, kind of thing. But yeah. And I appreciate that, Uber, as well. I read the rest of your message as well. Sorry it wasn't out loud. All good. I'm glad we got to talk, too. It was a pleasure to see you in chat nonetheless. Hope you had a good summit as well. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I apologize, even though I wasn't the one who started it, but I apologize that last conversation we had, everyone was like, oh, God, some heavy drama. But it was very good catching up for a little bit. Girbeagly is thankfully not a scumbag IRL. Oh my god. Guys, see, I've gotten my friends in on this as well. This is like a very high-level complex grift. I've actually paid OGB to say these things because we just hung out in person, and obviously I need, like, witnesses, but they're plants, guys. I'm letting you know. I did pay anyone that comes in and says anything who's met me in real life a lot of money so that it wasn't the tax guy that took all my money this year. A bunch of these people are salaried to be, like, paid actors, so that you think that I'm a good person. So thank you for contributing to the grift. Thank you, OGB. Imagine grifting as Boro. You can't. Oh, man. One thinks that perhaps putting less tea in the teacup and charging the customer more is a way towards completeness. Would that would be like grifting Boro? That's Boro if he went on the Andrew Tate podcast. But all my friends are parasocial. Oh my god. It's okay. Friends just left. Friends just left. One of them gave me a card that says happy first California birthday. I had to break it to them that I had, in fact, 20 other California birthdays. Becca, that's so funny. Ethan's the only one who isn't on it, and that's why they bully each other so much. Yeah, it's like we actually hate each other. That's why our dynamic is the way it is. I'm going to go lay down and try to sleep since I just finished gaming and have family coming over tomorrow. Totally understandable. You got to prep for family time. Go get some good rest, Sky. Thank you so much for vibing. I love that I was like, yeah, we'll jump into the game for like a little bit, and then I haven't fucking done that yet. Yeah, that last PayPal payment didn't go through, so... I'm working on it. You know, the whole world's on fire. PayPal's gone down, you know. I'm not your friend, not in any tangible way, but it's, like, important you know that I and other community members who may allow me to speak for them care about you, the person. You're passionate, engaging, and you work so hard for things you've seen, you're seen. I'm sorry. I love reading. Even if you're struggling and you need to take a break or you don't feel up to streaming or working or anything else, we're here, you know. I do appreciate that. Everything in context, like, I mean, even having it, like, written out that way does always, like, help me put it into context that, like, I'm a full-ass adult human being. I can make decisions without completely burning a bridge with people, right? And that's something I think a lot of us struggle with. We talk about rejection sensitivity here and growing up in guilt and shame-based households. I did. But I'm also a firm believer in breaking that cycle or it eats you. If you don't try to become a more emotionally intelligent person than your parents' generation, if you don't commit to breaking with some sort of intention the cycle of guilt and shame within yourself, it will eat you alive. You will become that exact person who lives by those standards and then judges others through that lens. And that's no way to be. So I am really working. I am genuinely working. I mean, I pay so much money to my therapist every month, right? To to work on those types of things. I don't want to perpetuate that in a community of people also who watch me. I don't want you to go, oh my God, you like freaking self like immolate basically all the time and like destroy yourself in front of us. So I'm working on it. I really am. And I really appreciate all the sort of gentle nature of this awesome community that we've created over the years together. I keep saying this. I've said this 8 billion times now, but I fucking mean it every time. This community, the current iteration that it is in, like seriously, this is my favorite version of the community we've had. This is the best balance we've had in years. It is fantastic. Now, that's not saying the other versions of this community were bad. That is simply saying that what we have right now is that special to me, that it sticks out that much. So, yeah, if I send you 3K, oh God. Luckily, I'm not one of the past. I'm not going to ask for a personal Skype call or whatever. Yeah, I mean, God, I mean, that's part of it for sure is like people trying to buy favors. But like, it's more of like that volume of money. You know me. I would freeze frame. I would have to reboot partway through the stream. I've told my therapist I've manipulated her into thinking I'm a good person. I've literally said that to my therapist more than once as well. I think that's pretty common for people who are genuinely trying to change. Whether I end up a worse person after therapy or not, that's to be seen. But it is one of those things where it's like, I've told my therapist directly, like, multiple times to her face, like, yeah, so, like, what if I'm only telling you part of my past to make myself seem like a better person than I am? And she's like, shut the fuck up, Brian. We've worked together for, like, 4 years now, and I know that is not you. Like, it's wild. And then I'm like, well, okay, but what if I'm that good? I finally got past your professional defenses. You know, it's always that shit. I always have like some but kind of crap. I'll send it off screen. Oh God, I'd be like Morgan. That's exactly what would happen because people have done that in the past where they're like, hey, here's just like a cool $500 while I'm offline, and I've like just turned into like a shaking leaf child. Oh, Morgan, why did they do that? Like that's what happens every time. Yes, please enjoy your lurk fallen. It's so good to see you here. Please have a lovely tomorrow, whether you celebrate or you don't. I hope that you have a great Sunday. Thank you so much. My therapist has literally said, okay, have you only told me part of it? And I go, surprise, Pikachu. Yeah. It's like, no, actually, she's like, there's no way you only told me part of your life with how much you fucking talk. Like, we have that rapport, we have that banter, which is so good. She'll just be like, Brian, you don't stop talking during these sessions. There's no way that you haven't told me, like, pretty much everything. We've really grown into what we are now and found a good balance with things. Brookie, I agree, and I'm really, really glad to have you along on the mod team for it. Sorry, I'm just swapping over the category to wanderstop. I think I saw Sky earlier say that it doesn't matter if I say that I'm not going to be streaming too much longer because it never matters, but I am a changed person. I'm the worst. I'm a worse version of myself because of the St. Jude Summit. It fixed my exercise slump that I was in. I exercised freaking 3 times while I was there. Like back to back to back. And I exercised a day as a result. I woke up early every day I was there because I had to because of the schedule. And then I freaking woke up early today. I'm a way worse version. I'm so sorry again. Degenerate community, you no longer have a representative in me. So sorry. I will be going to bed early-ish than I normally do simply because I have to go out of town tomorrow and do some fun stuff. Hopefully. I hope it's a good time seeing my family. I know it will be a good time seeing my sister. Mixed bag of emotions, very complex, obviously, with everything going on. Just on the heels of the St. Jude trip, where I was very emotionally charged. I put this up on Blue Sky. This was not the healthiest thing. Yeah, Muscle Mommy Club was Smashly, Eleni, and Fariha. I don't know if Smashly knows those. Well, Smashly knows Eleni. I don't know if Eleni and Smashly know Fariha. So I mentioned this earlier before you got to stream, though, Brookie. Smashly, my friend Stella, Parallax Stella, who used to work for IGN, who I consider like a little sister, like my Korean sister from another mister kind of vibe. Her and I and Smash all agreed that next year we're I'm bringing my femme workout outfit, and we're gonna work out, but also, and we're gonna be like Muscle Mommy Club, like we're trying to all get there, but also on top of it, like I'm gonna be just bringing some femme fits in general and like vibing. Stella was DMing me earlier today and was just like, girly, oh my god, you gotta do this. And it was like, oh my god. And it was so cute and so fun. But I want to get to like the Muscle Mommy vibes for sure. I think that would be cool. And like for real now, but yeah. Oh, Flawn, that's so good that you got all that done though. It's very, very good. But yeah. If you haven't seen this game, yeah, at the Farihad doesn't get invited to the St. Jude Summit, so the Muscle Mommy Club with Smash and Eleni, because we all live so far away, would have to be at St. Jude. But it would be very cool. Smash, I mean, getting Eleni in on that with Smashly and Stella and me, oh my god, actually we'd be unstoppable. Be kind of sick. Alright, if you haven't seen this game, cute art style, right? Very, very cute art style. It's very cozy. This is a very healing, gentle game that also has a lot of, like, heavy, harsh, like, not harsh truths, but, like, very, very intense truths about life in general. Oh, that's not what you use for that. These. There we go. Let's clean up the place a little bit. So I have to manage this tea shop by doing all these little activities, but you kind of get to do them at your own pace, which is beautiful and nice. You can explore the grounds. You can find little hidden items like I just did. And then plant stuff. I don't know. It's great. And then grow your own tea ingredients and then brew tea. And then these guys sometimes have funny little packages that they pick up. And you can pick them up and, like, shake them, which makes me feel bad every time. It's cute. Okay, so they said if I plant shit, like, in a line, I think it was, then I can, like, create, like, a super plant. I have to, like, reread the instructions because I did forget. But I think that I'm about to create a super plant. We'll see. But yeah. Yo, what's up, Alex? Alex McKnight, welcome. Welcome back from St. Jude. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was an incredible time. Saw so many wonderful, beautiful human beings raising money for one of my favorite causes in the whole world. Our community, again, has raised over $100,000. Almost $104,000 raised over the years. I've gone to like 7 summits now to represent our community, and every time someone says, hey, dude, good job, I go, it wasn't me. It wasn't just me. I brought people together, but those people, they did this thing. They really, really did this thing. So, Brand has the best tea. You have no idea. I have tea on like every creator that's ever existed, and I keep it in my back pocket so that I can fucking avoid drama, because I'm too old for drama, and I'm too burnt out by it, because I have been surrounded by it in this industry for so long. And it sucks because, like, I was like, oh, cool, I'm getting more prominent in voice acting. That was a really sweet thing that happened to at the summit, is people would walk up and be like, dude, I love your work in, like, Boyfriend Dungeon or something. And I was like, holy shit. You knew that was me. That's so cool. Thank you. But, like, in the voice acting world, there's, like, also drama. And I'm like, everyone leave me the fuck alone, man. Just leave me alone. Let me chill. Let me vibe, man. I don't like this drama crap. It's like, sometimes people deserve to be called out and called on their shit, and I'll do that. But, like, most of the time, I'm just like, I am big chillin', dude. Enjoy the lurk and sleep, CJ. I appreciate you for hanging out here. Take care. Good luck tomorrow. Harassing your father. I don't remember if I told you about a dream I had a long while ago about going to a convention where you and Stella were doing a podcast panel together, but manifesting that for the future. You don't have to. Here's something fun. So, Stella, my lovely, lovely friend, has multiple podcasts. So, the one that I was familiar with is a podcast where she it's called Snap Aim, and she talks about, like, the video game industry with, like, other industry friends. She talks about, like, opinions on, like, games that are popular. A lot of talks about, like, like FPS style games and stuff as well, because it's like one of her favorite genres. Snap Aim is the only podcast that I knew that she had. So we were hanging out a couple days ago, and she was like, at the summit, and she was like, I need to get you on my podcast. And I was like, oh yeah, I love Snap Aim. Well, I play a lot of FPS games, so that's going to be like a natural fit for me, and that's chill. And I was like about to launch into my like, oh, I used to play in esports. I used to be on like an esports team back in the day, blah, blah, for Counter-Strike, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, oh no, not that one. I have one. She was like, next time you're in LA, I have one where we just get really high, and then we like sit in a room doing crafts together and just like talk about whatever. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, that rocks. Let's do that. I got hungry, so I'm eating leftover curry fries. My God, that sounds so good. I want curry fries so bad. It's a great fit. I think it would be funny. I think it would be good. Very natural. What a mood. Yeah, crafts. Yeah, I would love to do crafts and just vibe with my friend. It'd be very fun. Okay, so do these, I can't remember, these grow over time, or do I actually have to water them hardcore? I don't know. I'm gonna say hi to Boro, because I love this man. Hi art, if you know what I mean. Sounds like the best podcast. It could be fun. I've been hit by the EP. Good night. Take care, Ephraim. Thank you so much for hanging out. Remember, Brian, it isn't about earning or deserving the care of your community. Being yourself, your real self, is enough. I appreciate that a lot. Also, thank you for not making any of the hypothetical threats of like, I'm going to send you this much money, true. Because, man, I don't know if I'm ready. I was like, hello, Boro. Let's talk. Hey, Boro. You know how a bunch of the plants outside seem to glow? Well, I was watering a plant, and then suddenly it stopped glowing. It won't produce any new fruit or seeds. Aha! Miss Alta. You have depleted the plant of its resources. How industrious of you. Oh God, are the plants themselves going to be, like that plant is in burnout? Like this is going to be like a social commentary on freaking burnout too? Boro, don't do that to me. I also have to check something very fast, chat. Thank you again for hanging out. Y'all are great. If he hits us with that, I'm going to be like, dog, you already did this. Come on. Yeah, everyone say goodnight to Ephraim. Good night, Ephraim. Thank you so much for hanging out. All plants are having a finite number of items which they can produce. Yes, it's true. Once you have been watering them a certain number of times, poof, no new seeds or fruit. The glowing you mentioned is actually pollen. No more fruits, hence no more pollen. It is like retirement for plants. You can imagine them playing golf and attending bingo nights if you wish. They may not be producing resources for us, but they can still be delightful pieces of decoration. Of course, you are always welcome to be making more new plants if you are needing new resources. Yes? More new plant children to slowly shuffle along the mortal thread toward plant golf. I'll let the new plants live long, healthy, happy lives. I will propel them rapidly toward old age. So, I'll live some long, happy lives. That is good of you, miss. No need to make plant golf happen before it's absolutely necessary. I love Boro's perspective of the world. It's very cute. I'm joking about the 10K, or am I? No, really, I'm joking unless... Hey, I'm gonna do it. I almost did a freaking TikTok while I was in St. Jude, when I was in O'Hare, because I was having such a bad time in O'Hare. They had this, like, gated staircase that was, like, the gate wasn't high enough, and I'm short, but this gate only came up to, like, my mid-back. So, like, if someone wasn't paying attention and they were tall and they leaned back, they would have tumbled over this gated staircase down these, like, concrete stairs. And I was, like, gonna do the, like, there's that TikTok of the guy who's, like, standing on the edge of the, like, fucking chasm. And he's like, wah! And he's like, no. Like, over and over. And I was gonna, like, just remake that TikTok with those stairs. Said it earlier, and I'll say it again. Fuck O'Hare. It is just, it is pain incarnate to me on an existential level. Like, not even a joke. I just, if I can avoid flying through there, I will fly through literally any other airport. Even Atlanta. Even, except for JFK or LAX. Those are the worst ones. But we've already had that talk. Oh yeah, Gerald's in here. I forgot about him. He's the knight who loves his kid. And he gave us like 18 pictures of his kid, which is so funny. Okay, I didn't, that's the only place you can go in. All right, Gerald, where are you, man? What's up, dude? Here we go. Leggies, by the way, it's so funny. So, Leggies told me that Becca bought her a copy of this game because Becca apparently said that the fun that she had watching me play this was so good that she knew that Leggies had to own it as well. So Leggies sent me a clip. She was like, "What kind of voice did you give Gerald?" And I was like, "Oh, I gave him like a sort of like a knightly, like guy pretending to be like a regal knightly, like aha kind of voice, like a oh yes, like a knightly guy." And she's like, "Oh, I went in the opposite direction." And she sent me the clip of her being like, "I was trying to adventure." And I was like, oh my God. It's so funny. So funny. It's very good. Hi, Gerald. Hi. Did you say there was tea? Oh, no, not yet. I'll be right back. You said you wanted something to wake you up, right? That's right. Okay. There we go. See, that's my Gerald. Hers was a little bit cartoon guy. Pretty good. So funny, yeah. But yeah, I'm so happy that she had a different take because I was like, no, that's voice acting. Right there. You try something off the books, you'll stand out more than someone who did something more typical like I did. Oh wait, I should look at my my tea guide, right? Right? I do have not the watering can, thank you. Get the stash that, thank you. Okay, chips. What? No. Those are seeds. No, I don't want those. How do I look at my book, dude? Oh, it's literally the Y symbol in the upper right. Shit. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Yeah, ATL is laid out poorly because of its size, mainly. Just takes 8 years to get anywhere. But functionally, it's a good airport. It's just a pain in the ass to walk through and everything. That said, Chicago blows in both how it's laid out and, like, it takes forever to get everywhere, and then it's too narrow for the amount of people that it internationally serves. It's just fucking garbage. That said, LAX and JFK in New York City, LAX in LA and JFK in New York City are the two worst airports in the whole country. Okay, wasn't there a way, am I fucking nuts, or wasn't there a way to, okay, something that, like, wakes up someone, palate cleansing fruit, makes you nostalgic, oh no, puff pod, full-bodied, can cause a burning sensation in the feet, consuming it ages you by 1 minute. Tastes like the day you first met your best friend. Tart, sticky, and high in caffeine. Okay, so Azzy fruit is what I want to make. So Azzy's flower. Okay, so I have to, like, experiment and figure out how to make that, I guess? Or just do a small hybrid, maybe. Wait. So I have to make a blue Prumba. Which I haven't made yet either. So how do I make that guy? Simple flower. Okay, let's go find a simple flower to start. I can look at that guide anywhere. If someone has a clip of Leggies Gerald shared in the Discord. Leggies actually put it up as content. It should be on, like, Instagram and TikTok, I believe. I can't remember where she put it up, but it's up there. Of her being like, "Wah!" like that. It's, like, very funny. So, I kind of liked BWI for the accidental layover I had in 2019. Dallas was getting hit with basically an inland hurricane, so we had to wait for both the storm to pass and for the traffic to get cleared enough to head back. Fair. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't really care about most airports except for those three. Those are my top 3 shittiest airports right there. Top 3 list. Like, I dropped that in the Discord while I was traveling, and I was like, anyone's opinion about airports I actually don't give a shit about unless you've been to all 3 of these, and then the opinion is about one of these 3. And that was it. Because I was just like, it's fine. I listen, that I have to spread anti-O'Hare propaganda whenever possible. It's just, like, truly awful. Anyway, I'm playing my cute game and not thinking about the worst airport in the world. So, I'm gonna find a... None of these look like a simple flower. These are all shrooms, dude. Not about that life right now. I already have empathy. Dog, oh my god, this soundtrack... I forgot how hard this soundtrack goes, by the way. This soundtrack, so good. Very pretty. Here we go. I did a circle. I'm back at my plants. Awesome. So where do I find, do I have to, like, just do chores? I wonder if I have to just do chores until I find something that drops the blue, or the flower. Like, what's that? What are you? Teacup. Oh, cute. Yeah, I'll put that on the teacup shelf in there. Soundtrack fucks egregiously. It does. Like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Genuinely very good. Okay. I forgot. Are these things I can, like, destroy? These things I need. Oh, yeah, and I probably need more tea leaves, I just realized. But let's do all the chores around here. Again, I like how cozy this is. It's a lot like a cozy farming simulator. It's got almost like a paleo vibe to it in art style and, like, energy. By the way, because some of you don't know this, I am a paleo partner. I got a heads up from a fellow paleo partner while I was at the summit about these upcoming cool things that are going to be happening in paleo. So I might have to get back into that game because I'm really excited for the changes. There's going to be some really dope shit about to drop in paleo. So those of you who have not been playing it, chill. That's fine. But those of you who have been playing it, you're going to be even more excited for it, I promise. I got a bug? A trinket. Oh, I was like, is this actually a giant ladybug? I found a trinket and a pot. Nice. The running cycle especially gives paleo. Yeah, it's kind of like that same, like, jaunty, moving through the world kind of vibe. For sure. Oh my god, she's going crazy. Oh my god. She's out of control, dude. Oh! That's so funny. Why does she do that? That's wild. I guess she is a warrior. She wants to do things fast and efficiently. Alright. Teacup. Nice. Very good. Beautiful. I should probably plant more... Well, here's some more tea. Never mind. Should probably grab more tea. Partially full. Oh yeah, I gotta make tea balls as well. Balls. It'll be fun. I can't spill the beans yet about the paleo stuff. I'm sorry. Some of it's been hinted at, I think is all I can really say. But there's some stuff that y'all are going to be surprised about that's going to be so interesting. So get excited. Get ready for it if you're someone who does enjoy paleo still. I've not been playing very much, but that's only not because I don't enjoy paleo, but it's because there's 8 billion other games all the time to play. Partially full. Okay, cool. Damn, I love that this music just, like, swells emotionally. It's beautiful. Alright, we got that over there. I won't lie, I was like, I'm gonna play a decent amount of this, like, enough of this tonight. This is so cozy, it's actually making me get kind of sleepy. So, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Taco my blues. My god, what a... Welcome on in. What a joke to enter with. Alright, we got more tea leaves. Almost full tea basket, though, so that's kind of good. Alright, we have... There we go. Full tea leaf. These are cool. Oh my god, you can interact with the hanging pots. There you go. Becca, you added that to media review? No, that's actually so funny. We'll have fun watching that one. So many games. I'm in the middle of updating Palea and Baldur's Gate right now. Oh, God, it's just like too much, right? It's awesome, but it's too much. Wait, are these the simple flower? These are simple flower petals, aren't they? I'm going to plant these. It's going to be like simple flower, and I'm going to be like, oh my god, I am so goof-ass. Silly, dude. Silly-ass energy from me constantly here. Oh, okay, so I made a simple... Hi, Boro. Are you proud of me? I'm going to go for a little mental health walk, so if I don't see you guys again before stream ends, have a good night. Please take care of you. Thank you so much for dropping by, Fang. Hope that helps out. Helps clear your brain. I forgot how good pepperoni and mushroom pizza tastes. I am not a mushroom fan on pizza, but that's mainly just because most pizzerias use, like, ass mushrooms, in my opinion. But I do like Morgan got a Costco pizza while I was away and saved like a quarter of the pizza for me. So last night when I got home and I was starving, she was like, do you want Costco pizza? And I was like, oh, I love you so much. She got like one of the like takeaway ones, the fresh, like really good ones. We threw that in the air fryer and oh my god, it was so good, dude. So awesome.
Say, Boro has noticed something. Our shop radio appears to be having problems. Have you noticed the radio yet? In the corner by the stairs? It is quite an old and finicky machine. You see, the dial may be getting stuck on certain unfortunate frequencies, producing static. If you hear the static, you can simply adjust the dial back to a more normal-sounding frequency. Or, if you do not wish to hear the radio at all, you can set the dial to mute. That way, it will simply be the gentle music of nature itself.
There's Gerald messing with it.
Of nature itself flowing into our shop. Should Boro be requesting for a person to come and fix the radio one of these days? Perhaps. Although I will say, I'm starting to become quite used to it. Fond of the imperfections, even. Yes, there are days when I will be letting hours pass me by in a delirious fog of perpetual static noise.
Dude, I dissociate all the time, Boro. That's fair, brother.
Of course, perhaps constant static is not to Miss Alta's liking, so I will let you reset the radio whenever you like.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate that, I think. Kind of cool. Alright, so let's, I guess, water those. Oh, shit! Oh, Boro, I didn't want to talk to you right now, man. I love you, but I gotta do this. One day, me and Faye will adventure to Costco. It is the land of aplenty. I'll say it. A beautiful, beautiful place to be. Oh, yeah, I have to keep watering it. So when they run out of sparkle, I can't grow more plants from it. I'm starting to understand the game. So wait, how do I get the actual flower itself? So I can stash these. I wonder if I have to chop them? I'll try it with this one over here, but I kind of feel bad. Oh, I think I can. Did it just destroy it, though? Or did I get it? I don't think I got it. I didn't get it. Chat, I don't know how to actually get... I don't think that was actually a simple flower. I'll have to look into this. I'll have to look into this quick in the game. Ooh, T-balls. Let's go. Give me them T-balls. All the noise in here is so funny. Okay, we have tea leaf basket. There we go. Empty that all in there. That's going to be a really loud ding when it's done, but you know what they say, ding fries are done. Got these, like, cartoon-ass goof troop music. I love it. Alright, so what do I want to put on the shelves? Not the T-ball. Not that. Trinkets. Put trinket number 1 there. Trinket number 2 there. Oh, cute, actually. Look at that. There's a weird egg guy, and then... Yeah, Gerald, I'll get your tea. Give me 1 second. Weird egg guy and ladybug. Gotta run. Liz, take care. Thank you so much for dropping by. Thanks for hanging out. Please get some good rest. Appreciate you hanging out this late. All right. Oh, look at all these. Ew, wait. Oh. Wait, we have flies. Oh, the ding fry. Oh, I thought you were leaving. you were referencing my reference. I feel so bad. I did that to you. That was on me. That's so funny, Liz. Oh my god. I was like, well, man, that was a more like quick goodbye than I'm used to, but hey, you know, people have to go do their things. That's so funny that just happened. Oh my god. Also, why was I putting this stuff on some of the stuff on the shelves? Never been that short saying goodbye here in my life. I was just like, oh no, I hope it wasn't like an emergency. That is so funny that just happened though. Alright, teacups. Why are there flies on them all? What the heck? All my teacups are disgusting, apparently. Put a pot there, I guess. Can I plant? No, you can't plant in the pot. That's funny, though. I'm gonna replace things with teacups that are apparently covered in flies, which is gross. That's it? That's all I got. I mean, you did find them outside. They're stinky. Yeah, that's true. They're stinky. But not all... I did find all of these in bushes. You're right. What if I serve him this? Is this bad? How do I fix this? How do I, like, dump this out? Hey, Boro, what do I do with gross tea, man? Oh, you know what it is? It's they're dirty. That's right. Wait, we have the dishwashing. Not that way. This is supposed to be the dishwashing place. So I put them in here. Yep. And then it gets washed in the waterfall, which is actually so cute. And then I have a clean teacup here to put on the shelf. Okay, dope. I figured it out. I found out what I'm supposed to be doing, actually. Yeah, don't you wash the dishes? Jeez, I know. I wasn't. I really wasn't. There we go. Easy peasy. My realism. The immersion in this game. I won't lie, this is not the game I play and go like, oh, I need like realistically clean teacups, but also I guess that is just like a task that you would kind of do at a leisurely pace, I suppose. It's kind of easy task to do and still chill. I love that star-shaped one, by the way. I think that's cute and cool. Yeah, Xander, you knew what was up, though. There we go. Get those guys there. Oh, wow. It got cleaned pretty fast, too. It's cute. Okay, so no more flies. Okay, hey, staticky radio, could you not? That's a nice song. Alright, so now I have to figure out how to freaking make simple flowers or harvest simple flowers so that I can make Gerald his tea. Because I genuinely am at a point where I'm like, I'm assuming it just wants me to mess around with different combos till I find what's right. Is that a snow globe? Yeah, that's cool. Can I shake it up? Nope. Too bad. Well, that's gonna go there. That's pretty. Very beautiful. Alright. So, I could... Oh, sorry. Like I said, oh my god. That is gonna scare the shit out of me every time, dude. Why does it ring like that? It's weird. Like, I can't get the flower itself. I can water these things and get more seeds, though. It's like almost like Stardew Valley noise. It's cool. Alright, little penguin guys. Like, all these are... Oh my god, I'm so sorry, chat. Oh! This is what happened when we were all out at the bars during the trip. I'd be like, guys, I love hanging out with y'all, but, like, I have gotta go. I gotta go Betty bye right now. Okay, so I think what I'll do is put a blue seed on either side and see if that changes things? Ooh. Yeah, seems like it. Whoa! That was a crazy noise. Is this what I need? Oh, baby girl. Got what I need. Are the simple flowers just the one seed planted? I don't know because, like, it won't let me harvest them, which is, like, the weird part. It's almost 2 EST, and you said that you'd go to bed at 12 CST. Yep. So, like, this is past my Betty by time, if this was... So, these are Vreedle beets. Wait, what was Vreedle tea? I forgot. I'll find out. Right, Vreedle is nutty, full-bodied, can cause a burning sensation. We need Azzy fruit? Okay, so I think what Azzy fruit's going to be is pink seeds in a star shape. So I'm going to try that quick. I love that it lets you plant anywhere, by the way. It's actually a handy mechanic. God, this game is relaxing. It's very beautiful. Beautifully made. Give me that water, dude. You would as in you did, not that you said you would tonight. Yeah. I would... I understand. Yeah, I would be out at the bar with friends and during the St. Jude stuff, and they'd be like, dude, you gotta like do shots with us, or are you gonna have like another drink? And I'd be like, well, first off, I can't really drink alcohol too much right now, but also on top of it, like, no, I gotta go sleep. I gotta go call Morgan is what I'd normally say, which was also true. But like, oh, these are Azzy fruits, guys. These assy fruits, they can throw it in a circle. Say it. All right, so I got my T-ball. Ooh, multiple T-balls here. Pockets full, okay. Yeah, let's go. That piano, I know, so pretty. Flutes, throwing it in a circle. Okay, so I forgot how to do T. Pour water, climb the ladder until you reach the rope. Pour the water downward, pour a fresh batch of water, okay. Oh my god, I'm so fast. Fast as fuck, boy. Very top. The giant T-bong. Dude, this is just a T-bong. I love it. Giant T-bong. Alright. Next step. I'm reading a book while on a ladder. Probably not too smart. But I'm sure Bora's got workers' comp. Oh, yeah, I gotta slap this like I'm a cat playing with a string. Nice, okay. Steaming hot water, dude. Yeah, Mary 420, yeah. Kick the valve on the side of the water tank to infuse the hot water. Then add the T-ball. Go. Look at it go. Oh my god. I love that the physics are like the hot water would go up and then be sucked into the T-tank thing. So add the T-ball. Toss that guy in there. And then an Azzy fruit. I feel like that's so dangerous. You would splash so much scary hot water in there. Like, out of that. I would be so scared. No, not Frito Beat. We don't want to fuck this up. I'd be afraid. I'd be like, I'm going to get, like, super hot water on me. Transfer to the pyramid. I forgot it was called the pyramid as well. That's so funny, dude. No. Let me go up to the pyramid. It's the pyramid. Not that. Oh, yeah, I need a clean teacup also. Good thing I just sent a bunch through in the wash. Nope. How did the ladder move but left me here? Yeah, okay. Came back. I was like, what? Don't leave me. I need this. You don't understand how much I need this. Wait, was that wrong? No, it's not. Okay, I was like, oh my god, was that wrong? Am I wrong? I'm right and you're booing me? And I think I just do that. Pour the tea. Yeah, I thought I'd... Okay. Oh, I have to hold it. That's right. Hot tea coming up for Gerald. Oh, I spill it. You can spill it. Oh, balls. Dude, not a perfect pour at all. That cup's gonna be so wet and hot. It's actually gonna be annoying. Good thing she's got gloves on. Gerald, where the hell did you go, brother? I have this awesome tea, and now you're gone. Oh, there you are. Yep. Here you are. Was that piano good? Oh, God, you're burning your face. You just poured that into his eyes. That's the eye visor. That's not where your mouth is. You just put hot tea in his eyeballs.
Wait a minute. I feel so alert. I'm out of my mind with energy. Heck yeah. This is peak Gerald right here. This is my best self. Can you believe that people are always telling me to chill out? And for crying out loud, please stop. But those people can take a hike because I'm the one with the energy tea now. This is literally the best cup of tea that anyone has ever made. Thank you.
I love Gerald. He's actually so funny.
By the way, can I ask about whatever's happened to your leg?
Oh, the purple smoke. It's bizarre, isn't it? I was wondering if these woods and all that happened is... I was wondering in these woods and all that happened is I tripped and scraped my leg. Well, technically, I scraped it on a glowing purple sword.
Oh my God. Gerald. Little Chaos, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. I am probably ending soon, just as a warning to you. So sorry. But it's nice to have you here for whatever amount of time you can spend.
And the sword was held by an old witch muttering to herself. Who, funny story, lunged at me from the shadows and screamed, "You shall bear the mark! You shall become the shade!" Its prisoner, its companion, its smoldering ash left from the fires of decay. Breathe its fumes and become the pain of becoming. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically it.
Gerald, I think a witch has cursed you. Well, I can't see anything to be worried about.
Yeah, Gerald, I think a witch might have cursed you. Yeah, Gerald, ... The voice acting? This voice acting, Nixie, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Please, please. My real voice acting is at home.
Oh, sure. Obviously, that occurred to me, but don't worry. I'm fine.
Your leg is literally smoking.
Yeah, but to heal myself, I did like 100 sit-ups after all this happened. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm in peak physical condition right now.
That's not how you heal a curse. Well, I can't see anything to be worried about.
Just like gaslight him, thinking he's getting better. Hope the St. Jude trip was lovely. It was amazing. Thank you, Nixie. Nixie, it's funny. You came up. I was talking to someone. We were talking about how lovely you are.
Hey, who's the knight here?
I don't think you...
Look, I understand this kind of thing is probably really new for you. If it's really concerning to you, I'll do another 50 sit-ups after I finish this tea. Okay? See, I'll be fine.
If you say so.
Glad you agree. After all, I'm a real knight. And if there's one thing knights are known for, it's physical health and well-being. Okay, time to reflect on the taste of this tea. Like a knight!
Man, he is so caffeinated, bro. Oh my God, I blush. You shouldn't. It's very easy to say good things about good people. Okay, and he just left his dirty-ass teacup here. Great, dude. Thanks, man. All right, we finally did a tea side quest. Chat, that was good. Oh, Boro's happy about it, too. What's up, my guy?
Say, Boro has noticed something very interesting happening to our tea machine. Have you seen the flowers that are sprouting on the tea machine tree? Miss, it is no accident.
Oh, that's pretty, though. Has anyone tried the Nutty Buddy cream pies? If you like Nutty Buddies, I highly recommend them. I need those immediately. Oh my God, I didn't know those existed. Why did it take me so long to realize I have a gold Sylveon now? I just noticed something felt different. Let's go. Thank you for supporting the stream that long, Brookie.
This is because of the spare tea that goes unused whenever you make a new batch.
Oh, so that's why it's good not to overpour the cups. I see. I see.
You see, Whenever tea gets poured down the drain, it is in fact being poured directly into the tree itself. Yes, your old...
Oh, so I should be pouring it down there. Okay, I get it.
Your old and unused tea is actually hydrating the tree. How convenient.
Oh, it's like self-sufficient, self-cycling tea tree.
The more drinks you pour, the more flowers will be appearing on the tree. So please do not fret if some of the tea you make goes unused. All of it will find its purpose in the end.
Thanks, Boro. That's cute. Man, he's so, like, pro-environmental. He's, like, so, like, environmentally, like, aware. So if I just do this, as I'm watering the tree. Boro is so wise. He's so lovely. He's all about that sustainable life. I dig it. Hey, our tea tree is all... Didn't get anything... Well, no, it did. It grew a second flower. Let's go. He brings me peace. I love Boro. After my environmental scientist heart. My volume was so low, I thought it was the game, but it was your voice. Brian, admit it. You're great at your job. Oh, my God. What the heck? That's very nice of you to say. Thank you. I am trying to put a little bit more effort and confidence in my voice acting. Again, one of the nicest things that happened to me while I was at St. Jude was I had multiple content creators come up to me and be like, hey, you do the voice in, and then they'd say a game. And I'd be like, yeah, why? And they'd be like, I am such a huge fan of that character. I'm such a huge fan of you voice acting in that game. And I thought that was really, really cute. I thought that was wonderful. Now, water tree, grow flowers. Exactly, Silver. Exactly. Wait, I want to get to know this person again. I forgot who they are.
Oh, you're back again. Say there, local citizen. Have you found yourself troubled lately by malevolent spirits? Indeed, more than ever, demons seem to haunt our every waking minute. A tragedy. I'm gonna, like, pretend that they're reading off a script, like, badly. Surely in your own town, you too have noticed the abundance of unlawful apparitions. What's going on? What are you doing? Wow, it's true. I have noticed apparitions. I say, what's going on? What are you doing? Then I say, you are in good... hang on. What comes next? Oh, then you are in good fortune because your neighborhood demon hunter has arrived. Pause for excited murmuring. I love this person. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, they're so awkward. I love it. This is me trying to, like, do, like, a sales pitch. Oh, my God. He would go really good with this cream. Oh, my God. First off, wonderful, wonderful combo right there. Second off, what a phrase to say on the internet these days. Did you know that in communities without a demon hunter present, those communities are more likely to have demons? The math checks out. Wow, that could be my community. How about if I bring you tea? I'm gonna say, how about if I bring you tea? They're so me for real, right? It's like, hey, you have a commission-based job. Good luck selling it. I mean, if I had said cream... Oh, yeah, the spelling is the different... but this is gonna be in a VOD format without the chat on YouTube, so because I verbally said, oh, God. YouTube, it's not what you think. I promise. This is me in my head. I make up their voices in my mind. It's fun to watch people do it. Aw. The internet, I mean, that's how I started, was just like imagining how I would voice characters, or when I read a book, imagining what a voice would sound like, or playing a video game. The internet has ruined my lighthearted want for cream pies. Yeah. Yes, I know what you are thinking. Surely the price of such assistance is more than I can afford. Well, my friend, that is where you are in luck. For you see, the Order of Demon Hunters believes that these vital community services should be provided at no cost to you. Wow! How could it be? Tune out. I'm gonna be like, it's almost too good to be true. I want to like gas them up a little bit to see if like they like feel good about themselves, you know? So, no, honestly, Sad Scholar, those are one of my favorites. Like, favorite snacks. Can't believe Twitch streamer Girbeagly would say that online. Okay, listen. Poisonous hello, hi. For although we know this is a controversial topic, the Order of Demon Hunters believes that all communities deserve to live in peace and security. Oh, it's just like real life, where some people are like, yeah, not everybody deserves healthcare. Great. Pause for shocked gasps. Y'all making me want... I can't say that out... I can't say that phrase out loud right now, chat. Again, it's gonna go up on the VOD. People are gonna be like, oh, wow, Brian really committed to, like, the fem mode thing, like, really deeply. Oh, my God. Anyway. That's why, for merely the price of room and board, the highly trained demon hunter before you could soon become a vital fixture in this exceedingly charming neighborhood. Please do not rush to an answer. Discuss it amongst your local elders first, as is needed. I do eagerly await your reply. May your township steer toward its own greatest fortune. Tell the VOD we're saying EM cream, not EM cream. It comes across the same way. It's EME cream, not EAM cream. If you know the difference. Anyway, oh God, you know, if you had told me like in 2015, like someday you're gonna have to explain this to like a camera, where future viewers on your YouTube channel are going to like have to decipher what you're saying, I'd be like, no, I would have to do that. We're not beating the allegations. Silver, that's so wonderful. I hope that they really enjoy the pot roast. That's so wonderful. Oh my God. Both are good. We're just both are good. We're just specifically talking about one this time. Oh God, God. Listen, I might be in my femboy era, but chat. All right. I love that I get to read this character like they're questioning what they're saying. Putting the wrong inflection on things makes things sound way more awkward purposefully. It's like very funny to do. I love doing that in voice acting. Like the jilted speech pattern. For someone who's just like not confident. Cool. Anything else? No? Right. Well, here's what I'm noticing. You are a demon hunter looking for a town to help, right? But I can't give you that need because this isn't a town. So, you know, sorry, or whatever. Say, let's discuss the ways in which demons may manifest in your neighborhood. Town hall meetings that run far longer than intended. What was that? Oh, it's probably one of those penguins has a package or something. That noise. I was like, there's no way that's that person. God, this game's awesome. I love it. Neighbors in disagreement about proper fence heights. Anxiety. Is this them? And many more. Parties being thrown at inappropriate hours. Say nothing. I'm just gonna be like, stop, please. Do the penguin things? Newt, they might. They do be making lots of weird noises when you go by them and pick them up and stuff. Look, I'm trying to be patient, okay? I am trying. Yeah, I know. I'm wrapping up. Don't worry. Morgan's on that early bedtime grind as well, chat. But I need something to do, something to keep me active. I can't just sit and listen to people talk. So, Demon Hunter, this is a tea shop. I can make you tea. That's all I can do for you. Do you want tea or not? Yeah. Oh boy, 2 a.m. Yeah, Pingu, is that you? I guess, well, if you have Vreedle tea, I suppose we can do a Vreedle ceremony. It's a particular kind of ceremony that requires Vreedle tea. So, if you have Vreedle tea, great, I'll get you a Vreedle tea. Why didn't you just tell me you needed tea in the first place? I'm gonna say, great, I will get you Vreedle tea. I don't want to make Demon Hunter feel bad. Yeah, well, you're in luck, Demon Hunter. I actually already grew a Vreedle, so this is gonna be kind of fast. And I just made tea, so I think I remembered the process. Perfect, thank you.
Back in a second. By the way, what is Reedle No, I'm gonna say back in a second. I know what it is. I don't wanna, like, fuck with this person. They seem so, unstable already. Alright, we'll make Reedle and then I'm gonna have to actually, like, wind down a little bit here. But this was, like, a good, cozy thing to end the night on. I'm glad we did decide to play a little bit more of this, even though it was, like, really short. This is a very, very fun game. It's very cute. Very, very chill. Okay, so I go up to the top of the ladder. Oh, I have to pull this. What if the demon hunter's actually a demon? Oh my god, the anxiety demon. Bapping it like a cat. This is what Sig and Elsa do to bugs. And it just pisses the bugs off, and then we deal with it. Whoop. And then kick that. It's gonna go. And then I go over here. That opens up. Let me get my ingredients. My T-ball. No, why did I drop it? No, I want that. Give me the T-ball. Toss that in there. Splorp. Hot water splashes into my face, scarring me forever. You come into my tea shop, you give me anxiety. Me with my alarm in the morning. It's a nice, cozy wind-up. This is a beautiful game. It's really cute. All right, Vreedle Beat, which is like, okay, beat tea, sure. I've never had it, but, like, could be good. Kick this. Oh, yeah, I still need to try the teas. I didn't get to try them last time. I need to try the teas that were sent with the PR package for this game. Again, if you want to know where this game came from, exclamation point ad, but thank you so, so much. Oops. Poured over a little bit again, but that's okay. It waters the tree. This game's great. Thank you to Annapurna Games for sending this in the PR package. Anxiety. Oh my god. No way. But Ivy Road is a new collective. It's a new indie studio that a friend of mine actually works at. That's made up of a diverse group of LGBTQ plus and POC game devs making meaningful and wholesome experiences that also deal with real world issues like anxiety, burnout, everything that this game has kind of dealt with in this very human and gentle way. So fantastic studio to support. You can check out this game on Steam. It just came out and it is beautiful. It's also on a couple consoles as well, so check it out. It's really, really good. Anxiety by Dochi is now stuck in my head. Oh my god, so fair. Good song. I wish these teas were available to buy on their own. They sound so good. I'll have to let you know how they taste, but I hope I'll let you know. Maybe they'll sell them in a merch shop. I don't know.
Here you go, tea. Verily, you've brought me the ceremonial Vreedle tea. As is customary, we will now perform the time-honored Vreedle ceremony. Ooh, I'm excited. I haven't done a Vreedle ceremony in ages. There's more. Yes? Fine, one ceremony and that's it. This isn't a town. I didn't accept you into anything. Leave me alone. Man, you can be really mean to the guests. It's, like, very interesting. Yeah, verily. Fine, one ceremony and that's it. Very good. Come, let us adjourn to the place of ceremony. So where is your, place of ceremony? I do not have a place of ceremony because that isn't a real thing.
The ceremony turns them into the demon. Got it. You're on this theory. And if you end up being right, honestly, I mean, you deserve something for that.
But don't you have some kind of designated spot? The book says every town should have a ceremonial spot. Yes, of course, that would be in front of the shop. Oh, duh, I forgot. We do those by the big willow tree. This isn't a town. Literally, just do it anywhere. I'm gonna say, probably the big willow tree sounds like a cool place, actually. Verily. Let me just put this cup down, and then I'll meet you there. Okay, sounds good. Verily. Oh shit, myself if I'm right. That would be so wild. It'd be such an interesting twist for this game's energy, but it would also be like maybe it's a wholesome demon who also has anxiety again. Could be, you know. Boro also has something to say, but I think I'm just gonna finish this tea quest.
And, oh wait, yeah. Let's, water the tree. I'm gonna finish the tea quest, and then I'm going to probably wind down for the stream. So me? A demon with anxiety? No, so fair. I feel it. I feel that in my bones as well. So do we... Oh, yeah, we did get more blossoming flowers. That's actually adorable. I love this game. Good aesthetics in this game. A funny thing to add to if they're not a demon hunter, but a demon-named hunter. Oh, my God. That would be so good. That's why their name is written like that. It's actually Demon Hunter. Is Verily just the so true of the past? Yeah, it's like the word dog. Can I lift this yet? Nope. Not strong enough yet. Sorry, Alta.
I don't get it. Boro had no problem carrying it, so what's wrong with me? I'll fix this. That's what I'm good at.
Verily, bestie. Gerald, why are you still here and your armor is squeaking while you're doing fucking sit-ups, brother? My guy, come on. You're like disrupting this place. I love him, but he's also like very unwell. Very clear. Go back home to your son, man. Proving the importance of punctuation. So true, though. Another lesson in punctuation. Let's see Grandma. Unironically, a really good band, by the way. Especially if you've ever seen the Cyberpunk series. My goodness. Let's See Grandma. I think it's Rosie Watson from Let's See Grandma contributed a song to that Cyberpunk anime soundtrack. It's so goddamn good. Called I Really Want to Go to Your House. Or Stay at Your House. And I cry every time I listen to it because of that anime.
And here we are. The spot of ceremony. I have thusly placed the ceremonial altar. Verily, it is time now for the real ceremony to begin. So the way these things work is that you start by talking about yourself. You know, opening up about your fears, your hopes, your dreams, that sort of thing. It's good to know what you're struggling with, being as vulnerable and authentic as possible. So therapy. It's a therapy session. Verily, comrade, is the so true bestie of the past. We'll spend maybe 20 minutes talking about you, and then the ceremony itself will begin. No. Absolutely not. Never.
Great, let's do it. Mess with Demon Hunter? Oh, no, I don't want to mess with Demon Hunter. I'll just be like, no, I'm not ready, because I don't think Alta is ready yet.
No? But the Friedel ceremony is supposed to be about you and your life. We can't do the ceremony if we don't know anything about you. I don't care. Okay, well, I guess we'll just begin the ceremony. Here upon this day, our community gathers to conduct a Friedel ceremony. Congenial! Today's ceremony is in honor of our special guest. Say your name. Alta.
I could just say no. Gay people on their first dates? I love that. Hello, welcome back, Ephraim. Welcome. You're in the middle of seeing a demon hunter doing a Vriedel tea ceremony for Alta, and Alta's kind of like an unwilling passenger here, which is like really funny. Our first guest and cherished member of our community, Alta. Specifically, her journey with, and so our community has gathered to assist her with that. You sure you don't want to say something?
Nah, you're doing great.
I do want to say something. No, I do want to say something.
Oh, Alta would like to say something. Please go ahead.
Alta!
I rule and you all suck.
A demon hunter, aka possibly a demon, aka possibly a demon named Hunter, yeah.
That's it. Oh. Okay. Let us offer her these words of guidance during this difficult time. May you, sorta, you know, I hope that if, that you, like, that it's all okay for you, you know? Like, if stuff is, like you're having trouble or whatever, then it's, you know, it would be cool if, like, not that not that. Not that thing. If it's bad, I mean, it just, if it's, let's see. What else is there to say about the matter? Real as hell. Yeah. This is hard. You didn't tell me very much about yourself. Exactly. There's literally nothing else going on in my life. I'm gonna say, there's literally nothing else going on in my life. Yeah, this is very like, have you ever had a dream that you could, yeah. Really? But everybody has something going on. Nope, nothing at all. Blank slate. Please, I would be so honored to be a part of your community. I would love to know more about you. And we don't have to try and solve your problems or anything, you know? It's just, who are you? What do you care about? I'd really like to know, if you'd care to. No. It's like, they're getting like so vulnerable, and then Alta's like, nah, dog. This feels so awkward, it's by design. Okay, I understand. Thank you very much for attending this Riedel ceremony. The ceremony is now complete. I fucking love that, dude. That was amazing. Oh, that's so good. So they're just gonna like chill around here and try to get to know me better. That's kind of cute, though. I'm kind of getting May from Night in the Woods vibes from Alta. Yeah, very much like, I know I need help, but I don't know how to ask for it kind of energy, right? Yeah, I am Alta and I make tea, yeah. I had a half drink, but not by choice, though. She doesn't want to be here at this point in the game. She, like, really hasn't learned to, like, slow her roll. Had a half dream realization. I'm still half asleep, maybe, but, like, if anyone ever looks back on their life when they're in their 20s or 30s or 40s and is like, oh, my peak, wish I could go back. Actually, you're getting better all the time, and don't subscribe to Make Yourself Great Again theology, because you know it sounds like incoherent mess I can't express further. No, I feel... we never really have peaked truly because we haven't lived the rest of our lives yet. We don't know how our lives are going to look. There are some people who like go back to college in their like 80s and then find like something cool and new and fulfilling for themselves. Like, it's such a beautiful thought to know that as long as you have life, there is opportunity. There's always potential. There's no reason to give up. And we're going to make sure that we all don't give up. We're all going to be here and we're all going to keep kicking butt. And I'm really proud of all of you for making it where you have. Whether if it feels small, within that smallness, there are a lot of steps that it took you to get to where you're at. And that is some kind of effort that should never be diminished. If it's something big, something you're actually proud of and confident about, that's a beautiful freaking thing. You worked hard to get there. It's great. I'm 38 next month, and I hope this isn't my peak. It's not. I promise you. The concept of peaking is an illusion and also a lie. It's an unhealthy, delusional thing that only hurts us. Because here's the thing is, like, how do you know it's your peak? When you're living it. You can't even enjoy it if you think it's your peak. I don't know. Holds up a mirrored streamer. Yeah, I do struggle with that. I did used to be much more popular online. And it's very hard for me not to be like, damn, I kind of fell off. But it doesn't mean that, I don't know, later this year, I might land the best voice acting role I've ever landed, and my voice acting career will, like, maybe really take off, or maybe I'll be able to, like, work with another big company again, outside of the ones that I get to. Or, I don't know, maybe people just, like, love the type of stuff that I create. I don't know. You guys can help me get there. I know you can. We're going to do it together, and we're all going to be proud of each other, and it's going to just, like, kick so much ass. It's going to be good. This is why we do good news. To remind you to celebrate yourself a bit. There's a lot of stuff going on out there, and we notice the efforts that you're taking to get to those places. That's just where it's at. Every era is a new journey, and every chapter of life may have a peak, but it's a whole mountain range. Yeah. No, I get it. No, it was a good analogy. I liked it. I really did. I like the music here. It's beautiful in this game, right? I do have to get going, chat. Beautiful, though. It's really cool.
I like it here. I'm glad I joined the community when I did. I'm so happy to hear that, like, truly. All right, grab this little teacup. Go give it a wash. Boro hanging out, vibing. And then I'm going to go to bed, chat. I'm going to go get a very quick snack and then brush my teeth and go to sleep. Cuddle with my kitties and stuff. It's going to be great. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm very grateful for this community. Like, coming back to this level of support, all the subs that were gifted tonight, everybody just being in such a good mood, wonderful energy, cozying up with this great game, giving it a shot, even though it's, like, new and you might not be, like, familiar with what it's about, or maybe some of the themes even are, like, a little bit, like, intense for you, because it really is, I don't know, something that I think is, like, hitting home for a lot of us. I know it is for me, which is why I want to keep playing it. I want to see how this character ends up surviving this ordeal that she thinks is the end of her life. I want to see how she heals from it. I want to see how she grows from it. I want to see her have that aha moment that starts to heal her. Because I've been having aha moments. I've been healing for years now. And I think it's, like, such an important thing to see represented in media as well. So, and for those of you who don't know, also, the writers of this game, parts of the team of Ivy Road, are people who wrote the Stanley Parable and the Beginner's Guide, which are both very existential games as well. So you know that this game's going to dig deep. You know that this game's going to have some truly intentional mindfulness within it, meant to send a positive message, and one that hopefully helps cushion some of our souls as we make our way through life. A really beautiful game so far. Love this game and plan to buy it once my PC is set up. Oh, heck yeah, I love that. Love you so much, chat. Oh, it's so sweet. I really love that a lot, great lady. Good eeps upon everyone. Yes, you too, Nixie. Thank you so much for stopping by. That was very sweet. This community has been my online home for nearly 7 years. Love this place and all y'all here so much. Even those of you whose name faces don't show up as often as you'd like, still love from afar. That's very sweet. Also, on top of it, again, like, I know I already said sorry for this, but, like, I was very sleep deprived at the end of the last stream before I left, and it took me until after I ended stream. I mean, like, at the end of stream, I was kind of apologizing for it, and I was, like, trying to, like, make sure people knew I was, like, joking and just doing a lot of dry humor. But as I walked away from stream, I was like, damn, some of those jokes really didn't land. I'm trying to, like, find that good line of, like, where I can be extremely dry in my humor, where chat still can pick up on it, and where it, like, starts sounding like the banter is getting too mean, because I'm not trying to ever be mean. It's just I'm very neurodivergent, and I fall into that kind of comfortability with some people, and it becomes, like, its own thing at times. So I'm really working on that, so I really appreciate everyone who, like, didn't take that to heart and were awesome about it. Y'all have been so uplifting and lovely. Thank you, Bree and chat, for being as wonderful as you are. Well, thank you, Mins. It's been wonderful getting to know you. Late good news that I thought of last week. I spoke with my therapist about shame, which is something extremely difficult for me, and it shows I'm healing. Heck yeah, we talk about shame and guilt here all the time, so that's lovely that you're addressing that in therapy. It's a very good thing to do. I did that with my therapist as well. Still working through it years later, but I've healed in so many big ways from it. Adore this community. It's truly the most amazing community I've been a part of. We can share in our pain lightly, but bask in our joy no matter how small, deeply, and reverberately. I like the new word. Honestly, that is really how I've been feeling about things lately. It's been really good. I think there's been a lot of, like, uplifting energy. Like, we get memey, we joke, we do the brain rot stuff all the time. People treat each other like adults, though. You know, like, we have a blast having fun and giggling and kicking our feet and just doing all the things that we do that we're known for. So thank you for helping me build this up. It's just been so special to me as well. And I promise, for those of you who are getting sleepy right now, future streams with my new bedtime routine and everything, I will be going to start earlier streams. We're going to be maybe not necessarily like early night gang, but we'll be like, you know, instead of late night gang, a little bit more like middle of the night gang. We'll be starting around, like, hopefully, like, I want to start getting going at like 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then that way, if I make the choice to stream until like a little bit later, like now, we get an extra long stream together. We can make our way through way more games or way more incentives. And then If not, I can end early enough that we all get to go to sleep and like be cozy and wind down earlier in the night and have just healthier lifestyles in that way. But more so, I want to be able to give myself like more time with everybody. I don't like just doing the 3-hour streams. I like it when we can stream like 5+. So I think starting like 8-9 p.m. is going to be my goal. It's not going to be an instant overnight change, but who knows? Maybe I'll start doing them soon and then streaming into the later hours as well. I'm glad I caught stream, even if it was just for a bit, and also that I got to talk about cream pies. Good times. Yeah, I mean, you made me hungry, and then you made anybody who catches the VODs be like, damn, Brian's really taking this cat girl thing very far. I like that this community doesn't feel dismissive or toxically positive or a form of unhealthy escapism for me. It's just a safe place to be. I tried to keep it safe. You know me. I try not to ever use the phrase safe space here just due to the fact that I can't guarantee that the space is always going to be devoid of any toxic energy. Sometimes we get trolls that drop by. Sometimes we get someone who might not be able to read a situation very clearly and will accidentally turn something into, like an overshare that's a bit like heavy. Or something that just like they don't realize is a triggering thing. So y'all make it safe for each other. I do my best to do response to those types of situations so that we can restore order and balance and everything like that whenever possible. But I'm so glad that people feel that way. Like, I'm glad people are comfortable here. I like to call it a comfortable space. I like the comfort that we've all really developed here. A safe space is different from a place that's safe to be myself. That's so fair. And you are always allowed to be yourself. And that's the thing that I really hope more people invest in when they come to online communities is we're in this weird reality right now where it's becoming very scary in IRL spaces to kind of be ourselves as much. But I'm always going to be loudly and proudly me as much as I can. If it's even just a moment away from those real life spaces that make you feel the pressure or the fear, where you can duck away to an online community where it does not matter, what you look like, sound like, etc. You are allowed to fully be yourself here. You are allowed to be that person. You are allowed to take on that identity that means something, that presentation that means something, and let us feed into that. Let us gas you up. Let us freaking lift you up and allow you to be that person here. Doesn't matter where you are in your journey. It doesn't matter where you are with other people outside of this place. Like, we are going to validate the shit out of you because you are that person. You told us you're that person. You are that person. That's just how it's always going to be here. So we're gushing about this pleasant place on the internet. This community is welcoming and heartwarming in the safety of Granny's house, where even if you have a bad or good day, there will always be advice and congratulations when you need it. No, that's wonderful. Thank you, Nye. Also, Hannah, hello. St. Jude, yes. Had such a great time at St. Jude.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I was so eager to go live. I forgot to change the title and the going live notification here on Twitch's side. So it just went up with the same title and everything that I had when I went live before I left on Monday night. And I had to switch it afterwards. But I'm glad that I got to hang out here tonight. I'm glad I got to regale you with tales of my time at St. Jude yet again. It was just fantastic. So thank you all for hanging out. I'm going to get going. Thank you very much for all your positive, wonderful energy. I'm full of it after that incredible summit, surrounded by amazing creators who have raised literally millions of dollars to support this awesome cause, this incredible cause that I have supported for so many years. Our community alone has raised over $103,000. We were almost at $104,000 raised lifetime for St. Jude. That has saved so many children's lives. That has advanced the research necessary to find a cure for cancer. You guys have done a world of good. I got to brag about you all week long. I got to chat with people who were like, dude, you did a great job this year raising money. And I didn't just do a good job. It's everybody in my community comes together for this. People love this event. People are so great about wanting to support it and learn about it and listen to what I have to say and the energy that I bring into it. And it's so important. It's so important to me that this thing that I've worked on for this many years has this level of like love and authenticity to it. Like, thank you so much for allowing me to brag about you, like all week long, bragging about this community. Late Night Gang is the best. It's so cool. Thank you all. Lex Fion, thank you for the follow, by the way. I'm going to get going here. Thank you very much. Yes, I had a great trip, Rookie. Thank you very, very much. Morgan and I are about to go pass out. Hope you are able to go get sleep, or if you're heading off to another community or anything like that, please, 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 just be kind, mindful, representatives of this one, as I know you will be. We brag about you. You do here in the stream to me, even. I really appreciate all of you. I'm trying to be better about self-empowerment and self-advocacy, not tear myself down every 5 seconds. I'm working on it, I promise. We're doing this hand in hand. Thank you for all your support towards tip goals, the subs, everything. Like, it's really helping me keep afloat while things are just kind of weird in the world. So thank you all. But I'm going to get going. Thank you so much for the follows, the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs, the tips. It's more of a welcome back than I could ever expect. I appreciate you. Thank you for the memes that y'all keep making. This one by Ephraim is going to be up here for several days. I'm keeping this Kiki's delivery picture up for a couple as well, because I miss doing cute looks that were themed like this. I got to do more like actual cosplay. Like, I love dressing up in like little outfits like that. Anyway, you are wonderful. Thank you very much for your chats. Thank you so much for your company. Whether you lurked or you are someone who's active tonight, you use your time on me. Use your time on this community, and that means the world. It really does. We're gonna build this thing up bigger and better than it's ever been before, and I'm just like so excited to tackle the world. I'll be working on YouTube stuff throughout the week as well, so hopefully we'll have some of that to show you. And I don't know, I'm just like in a good place mentally right now. That trip was very healing, and also probably better sleep and exercise is unfortunately helping me. God, they're so right about those things. Anyway, y'all are wonderful. You really, really are. Have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. Vine, oh my gosh, coming here at the end of the stream. I really hope that you have a great night. I appreciate you so much. I really do. Finger hearts as usual. If you don't know Vine, if you don't know Nixie, please go follow both of them as well. Just fantastic content creators who use their platforms for good in a world that is often very dark. They're bright lights. Popped out alert to say hi. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Please go get some good sleep. Goodbye, everybody. I gotta go. Goodbye. I'll miss you. I'll see you tomorrow or Monday. Goodbye, everybody. We'll do a funny 420 thingy. It'll be great. See ya.
What's love gonna do with us? Used to be perfect strangers. Maybe I fell for you. Maybe it's nothing major. Just trying to speak the truth. What's love? What's love? What's love gonna do with us?